how it shows up. Wait, it shows up on mine anyways. There we go. Hi, welcome in everyone. Why the fuck is the model not tracking? God damn it. I got everything all set up and then why is it doing this? Hold on. There we go. Christ. Okay. You'd think I'd done this before in my life. Anyways. Hi, welcome in everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Actually, I'll close over here so I can read the chat instead of having to look over the side. But hi Stitch, congrats on getting first. Hi Senpai Golden, congrats on getting second. And hi Trinox, congrats on getting third. Hi Pikmin Fan, hi Orvla. Hope you're all doing well. So yeah, today we're gonna do some I know this is bad. Also 20 streams, it's insane. Technically that stretches across like how many months now because of the break for like 2 months there. Me too, Pikmin. You know what? I think they got it out of their system last time. I think we're gonna be good here. Yeah, I hope we're all doing good. If you haven't already seen, the new video came out. Psycho Sleuth and Mental Illness and Killing Games. Game for next murder. I mean, true. That is kind of what we've done with Ace Attorney. I have solved all crime in that universe because I just have not gone back to it ever since starting, what was it called? The Big Top, whatever the fuck. I feel like I bring that up every couple of weeks and everyone's always like annoyed. Wait, sorry, you got to talk about some stuff. Hi, Mitzi. But yeah, the Psycho Sleuth video's out. That one's been one that I've been kind of nervous about for a while because obviously it's tackling a pretty sensitive topic, but I like how it went, and I think people have responded to it pretty positively so far, so if you haven't checked it out, it's in the pinned comment. You should definitely look at it there. There will be no new video out until I guess it'll be February 1st, not March, Jesus. February 1st, that'll be the mysteries one, and then there's a whole bunch of other stuff. The square middle, in what case the second game. No one's ever been like, how dare you? Everyone's always been like, I understand why you wouldn't want to keep playing there. They reached out to me, actually. I think I've talked about this. The Psycho Sleuth devs, because I think one of those companies that does like promotion stuff for people, they had emailed me about the game, I think, and then Fospo emailed me about the game, and then around, I don't even know when I was last, I think it was right after I started streaming this game, actually. Their producer DM'd me and was like, hey, we saw you recently stream Danganronpa. They said, you recently streamed Danganronpa. It was super fun to watch. It made us think you might enjoy our game too. And look, we'll eventually finish Justice for All. We'll get to it. There's so many other things. Actually, I'm putting this on you. We're either doing Justice for All or we're doing Valhalla. You get to pick what comes next. That's your choice. Spokesperson when the game comes out. We'll see. I mean, depends on how they feel about the video. Because I really don't think that I meant to put all the rest of the yeah, see? Also, hi, Daisy. But yeah, I think, if you watch the video, you'll see that a lot of their messages were sort of like, I'm not trying to say something about mental illness with this game. I'm trying to make a game that's interesting that incorporates this. Well, I thought Americans were the experts on changing a deal midway through the discussion. I thought that was what you guys do. The turntables, bitch. That's a high one. I'm doing good. How are you? Also, okay, so let's... oh, shit. Let's sort out what everything is. The fun thing about whenever I... shit, I'm dying. Whenever I stream the same day that I release a video, I have to keep monitoring comments. But let's get into it. Right, it's showing up correctly. Glad to hear one. For people who don't recall, we just had, unfortunately, one of our friends die. Rip Sayaka, we knew a lot of things about you and cared about you a lot. Hold on. Sorry, so wasn't much sympathy I can muster for her. Also, Rip Leon. Your design is cool. I wish you weren't a psychopath. Anyways, they'll all be cool now, right? I've got it. Yeah, exactly. Who's left? For anyone who hasn't played this game. Oh yeah, Junko's dead. I hate everything. Every time I go back and watch any inescapable content, I'm kind of just like, damn, I really was on one for that. Like, I was in a mood. Saga. Damn. The ultimate washed pop star. Oh shit, what is wrong with me? I think I just like Leon because I think his voice acting is good. The design is cool. I think, actually, hold on. When you look at him in contrast with a lot of the other characters in the game, I think he also kind of bridges the gap between the ones that are like absurd designs, like doing too much, and the ones that are kind of plain. I don't think Saya escaped shit. She is definitionally, she did not escape the Kia Asylum. Also, I know it's Kaya, but I think it's funnier to say it as Kia at this point. Anyways, I feel like it emphasizes the point more. Anyways, let's see here. It's gone. She really is gone. Careful, character. I mean, that's fair. I think the first Danganronpa game has a couple of characters who are pretty there, and I think that Leon on that front is like, I think that's not a bad thing either, because I think you look at V3 and you can really see how badly it can go when you give a little too much character to all your early outs, and then you're just left with the people who don't have a personality. You know, maybe he did. Maybe he just forgot about it. I don't know. Anyways, it's almost like there was never anything there to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence had disappeared without a trace. It's just like he said. Fuck, I was trying to do voices for this before, and I don't know how good I'm going to do at this. After the class trial, before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us. Uh-huh. Oh, I almost forgot. Since the class trial is over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses.
What are you gonna do?
It's okay, no need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted smiling faces is thanks enough for me. After all, no one wants to look at a rotting corpse every day. And that can't be good for your health. Yeah, like, it is the inevitable problem with any of these sort of games is that, like, it's like with good reality TV in general, ironically enough, where, like, you ideally want to be in a position where, like, the early outs, you're feeling like you wish you could have gotten some more, but, like, never feeling like the season's dead because they went home first. Hey, Leoshi, how are you? Also, don't talk shit about Mio. I refuse to accept that. I can't believe you don't think she's Mitsucore. Anyways. Thank you, Leo. But I do sometimes fear that Lana's already made it to 6. Drag Race placements in the last couple of seasons have been weird. No, that was a read towards Mew. But no, I think, like, I don't know, every time someone talks about a Drag Race placement, I'm like, wait, how the fuck did that person make it to, like, 4th? Man, yeah, I haven't keeping up with the season much. I was worried that Briar went home because I saw Briar's tweet where she was like, Mandy beat the shit out of me in that lip sync or something like that. And I was just like, no, I like Briar. Talking about Mew. People are allowed to be wrong about Mew. I think she's great. That's why I hit all my opinions in that 8 million hour long video about V3, so people can't tell what they are unless they actually care enough to waste all their time. Didn't even have time to mourn Sayaka and Junko's deaths. I'm sure that's exactly why he did it. It's a bad joke, a sickening dream, but I have to accept the reality of it all. Nancy Carter for slander. You should be so lucky. Anyways, I headed back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. Who else in that game is going to be Mitsucore? You claiming Kaede? I'm taking Tenko in that one? The other video. Oh my god. Did you manage to find the copy of it that you lost in your anger? I'm so glad you're okay with me including that in the video, because that is maybe the funniest thing I've ever heard anyone say about something they didn't like. Just being like, this made me so mad that I took it and hid it from myself. And couldn't find it again. I wish that my brain worked like that, but like I can't stop myself from remembering too many of those things. Like Inescapable still fills my brain at all times, to the annoyance of everyone I know. Anyways, sorry I'm late.
So,
Hey, are you okay, Makoto?
Listen to me!
You sure took your sweet time. I was about to go and get you and drag you back here. Sorry. So what happened? Was your room fixed up like he said? I imagine it'd be pretty hard to sleep with a rotting corpse in your bathroom. Holy shit, Taka.
Hey, come on.
I forget that tea party. I don't think anyone will ever forget that tea party. I hate that. I mean, I like remembering things that I can roast, but with Inescapable, it has kind of become such like a running undercurrent of my personality for the last 2 years. And it's not even because of the game, because after I played it, it wasn't that bad. It was because the video did so well that it was like all consuming. Thanks. Oh, kind of school environment. The tea party scene is the one that like, I feel like there's a turning point of that video. Not to like do exactly what I said I hate myself for doing, but like, I feel like everyone who watched that video and got up to that point, that was when they were like in it for the long haul and realized just how bad it was. You take Tenko as your Mitzi core character? Oh, not Kurumi? You take Tenko over Kurumi. And you think I'm insane for my Mew takes. Diva, you will find no allies in this room. Jesus, that's fucked up, man. Why did you say something like that? Exactly. My room was spotless. There wasn't anything left. Like, the whole thing never happened. I understand that Mitsucore, a fairly large component of it is pink and pigtails. And Tenko is the polar opposite of both. And if Tenko gets to be part of the team, then Kurumi does. And you definitely should, but I think that your definition of Mitsucore is inconsistent. I'm gonna chop right now, real.
I see.
It must be tough staying there knowing what happened. Why don't you just stay in Sayaka's room? I feel like that'd be worse. I think that Kurumi serves harder than any other female character in that game, and I think that if you think otherwise, you're wrong. And I think that serving hard should fit into that. If it doesn't, then I don't know what the point is. Yeah, stay in Leon's room. Well, staying there with her scent still hanging in the air, that would hurt just as much, which I think is the... Why would you talk about her scent, you weirdo? Plus, I've decided I can't turn away from her death. Makoto. Hey, cheer up. Getting depressed isn't going to help anything, right? If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here.
You got it.
So everyone just try and cheer up and get back on track. Is that honestly supposed to make us feel better?
Huh?
I will say there are so many things about the Game Grumps playthrough of this that are annoying or like just frustrating, but their interpretation of Byakuya as like Pizzagate QAnon freak is a really funny one. Tenko's twin tails are something else though. They're doing a weird, like, they're doing something else. I feel like, look, I'm of the firm opinion that it's better for a character to be polarizing than boring. Anyways, huh? We were already working together, and yet someone was still murdered. Anyone could betray us at this point. A little bit of bell collar. Doesn't Mew wear a collar like that too? And also wears pink? Now that it's happened once, it's a question of when, not if, the next one takes place. Yeah, because Sayaka made the first move.
Well...
But if we work together against the mastermind, nobody will have any reason to do anything like that.
Stop talking.
Keep telling yourself that. I'll be over here in the real world. In my school full of special kids who are just really good at random bullshit. And my skill is being rich. Working together, fighting a common enemy. Like it or not, it's not that simple. What do you mean?
Are you okay with this?
The mastermind seems to be much more powerful than we ever suspected. They took over Hope's Peak, which was supposed to be well defended, and then modified it to fit their desire. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced, and they're providing for our every need. And the cherry on top is the execution we witnessed.
Honestly.
Everything has been planned down to the last excruciating detail. Yeah, the game room played all 3 of them, and like at no point figured out how to give gifts to people. And we're very bad at playing the mini games. This is not the work of your everyday psychopath. Defying them may be too great of a risk.
So then,
What are we supposed to do? Anyone who truly does want to escape will just have to follow the rules. In which case, the only option is to deceive those around you and win the game.
No.
That's wrong.
What?
No what?
I
I don't want to
can't
live
take it.
if it means killing someone else to do it. They didn't understand that they were supposed to go, like, the more frustrating part is that they would occasionally figure out that they should go to the gacha machine thing. And they would do that for like one stream, but they would put all their money in it at once and like get 5 gifts and then be like, this is stupid. And then completely forget about it for the rest of the game. And they would keep trying to give away like the key items. Like, what is it? The stuff at the end that's like the things you get after people die. Yeah, like the despair bat. I think they kept trying to give that to someone. And then they got mad and they're like, why can't I give this to them? It's a gift. And it's like, first of all, no, it's a terrible gift. But also, it's a key item. You guys have played games forever. I think that Tenko's personality should disqualify her from Mitsucore. But fine. I don't want to live if it means killing someone else to do it. I don't want to kill anyone else. Anyone else? What do you mean?
It's because...
Leon died because we all voted for him, right? It's no different from us killing him ourselves.
But...
So,
If we hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? Foreshadowing is a literary device. That isn't what you wanted, is it?
So it would seem.
She's right. If you heap that kind of blame on yourself, you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist. And Chopko of all characters? Yeah, I know. The things I'll put up with. Chihiro, listen. You're not to blame. Not you, not Leon, and not Sayaka. 2 of those people are actually kind of to blame, but sure. The mastermind is responsible for everything that's happened. We had no choice but to vote. I can't even imagine what would have happened to us if we'd refused. Clearly I don't understand Mitsucore, but maybe I'm not meant to. I like strong women in STEM. Maybe you just don't support that. I don't know. And in the end, it was Monokuma who ultimately killed Leon. So don't waste your anger on yourself. Instead, direct it at the mastermind. Well, okay. Not the floppiest character among them, because there are...
This is a school announcement.
Even the worst of the
It is
female
now
characters in that
10
game is still, like,
PM.
better than at least half the male characters.
As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Oh, and one other
Also, Tenko
thing.
wouldn't be so bad if they
It
just
was
wrote her better.
totally obvious before that you were trying to make yourselves feel better and justify what you did. See you, don't see you, see you. That's about how much I can see you, even when you try to hide.
Don't see you.
Now
You
pay
can
attention
choke.
and remember this well. The burden of judging others is a heavy one to bear. So be well aware of your actions. Order
No.
and stability rely on the sacrifice and
You're not my mom.
responsibility of everyone. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night.
Where's the
Sleep
thing I was gonna
tight.
rate this stuff?
Don't let the bed bugs bite.
You're not my mom. Don't tell me what to do. Hold on, I need to get this out. Okay. What was that about just now? Yeah, can you believe this guy? It's like he like kidnapped a bunch of children or something. You can't do that. You have to be the US government to be allowed to do that, apparently. Was he saying it's our fault what happened? That's pretty cool, man. Actually, I should probably... I want to make it clear that the joke is not to minimize that. Because I keep on seeing... There's like that one fucking VTuber who like was going around making... Or made a joke about how like... their friend hasn't shown up for stream because like, oh yeah, they got taken by ice, and I think like that shit's corny. I don't know. I'm of the opinion that there's a difference between like making a comment that's meant to just kind of like, what's the word for it? Like minimize it, as opposed to just like referencing it and being like, hey, this is still fucked. Hi, Tori. Hi, Tori. I'm glad to hear you're good. I'm doing well too. So you're covering like process elimination. I mean, in process elimination, I still think that one's... That one you could also argue is just the US government, or at least modeled on them.
Don't fuck with me.
Piece of shit. Who does he think he is? And so the day drew to a close. A tense, maddening day that saw the deaths of 3 classmates, Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. I kind of forgot that all happened on one day. I don't know why I thought they like took a nap. But this is just the beginning. Our despair has only just begun. I love the art they do for these. I feel like they didn't get into it as much in some of the later games, but it's so nice. I woke up the next day to Monakuma's normal morning announcement. Then he called us all to the gym. What's he going to do to us this time? That's what I would have wanted. We were practically frozen with fear, but Monokuma was determined to get us involved in his little game. Beyond of despair. With that goal in mind, he began it.
Okay, lift your arms up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Like the idea of
2, 3, 4.
Aoi walking
Now
into the middle of the room
reach
just to shrug her shoulders
way
and not participate.
And bend way down. Tighten those muscles. Let's add a little strength, a little speed to those young
Remember when
bodies
Zumba was
of
like
yours.
everywhere? Like there were like Connect games for Zumba. Doesn't this just feel great? Being stuck inside like this, you gotta make sure to stay healthy. Yeah, exactly. When is Byakuya not trying to ore farm? Hiyoko? Wait. Why can't I remember? I know that's a Danganronpa 2 character because for whatever reason, they always escape my mind. I'm so glad that one's the one getting the remake. Oh yeah, it is who I was thinking of. I don't know what it is about those. Like, I liked 2. It was a really fun game. It was really good. I don't know why I am just genuinely incapable of remembering anything that fucking happens in it. Or not even I remember what happens. I can't remember the characters. Sorry, I have to check on comments. You're the one keeping us stuck inside. Don't sweat the small stuff. That's my motto. Hi, Emily. How you doing? Oh, I sounded pretty cool just now, don't you think? Did you fall in love with me? Am I just to die for? Am I just to die in writhing agony for?
So?
Why did you call us here? Certainly wasn't just to make us exercise. I think that if you think that her personality is Mitzi Core, I don't understand how Miu's personality doesn't fit Mitzi Core. And I'm not even trying to be like snide about that. I genuinely don't understand how Hiyoko gets in and Miu is like door slammed in her face. Sneaky villain. I don't know what you're talking about, Trevor. I'll say Trevor. Just to make you exercise? Just to make you exercise? If exercise makes you laugh, exercise will make you cry. Now, if you keep doing these exercises, you'll uncover the secret of the assassin's fist. Passed down from generation to generation in the Empire of Darkness. The power can be yours. You said she's really cute, has twin tails, and a very strong personality. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. I get it. I don't know. I guess there really aren't that many characters in Danganronpa who have who have twin tails, but I guess it's because they kind of just like, you know, after Celeste, how are you possibly going to compare? You're not sure. Anyways, that sounds like the kind of junk a middle schooler would come up with. It doesn't matter. Just get to the point. No, wait, that's the wrong. Fuck. I'm not good at voices anyways. Why am I? It doesn't matter. Just get to the point. Did you really call us down here just to exercise?
Hey,
That's not right either. Of course not. You think I have that kind of free time on my hands? Okay, so then I'd like to make a little announcement. Every time you overcome a class trial here at Hope's Peak, a whole new world will open up to you.
What the heck?
A whole new world?
You guys.
It'd really suck if you had to live here forever with nothing to stimulate you. Besides, I know how you kids get these days with your ADD and ADHD. I gotta keep you motivated.
Very
So go ahead, look around all you want. Enjoy the brave new post-trial world till you explode. Yeah, I feel like... I think Kyoko's the only one who kind of gets close, isn't she? I'm trying to think, does anyone else have pinkish hair? I mean, Junko, I guess, would probably also fit, I'm assuming. Like, design-wise into Mitsucore. But, like, she's not pink hair. I guess, actually, depending on the lighting, Toko's hair is kind of pink. But that also probably doesn't fit. Yoko would, but... The inconsistency here is wild. So that Monokuma disappeared, leaving us even more confused than when he'd shown up. But... a new world?
Could it be?
Is he talking about a way to get outside? Girl,
I
no.
wonder about
That
that.
seems unlikely.
Piece of shit!
Well, we don't know until we look.
Hey,
Whatever he meant, it seems we'll have to search the school one more time.
you hear me?
Okay, then let's split up and start investigating. I need to, like, keep my mic away, because I'm so quiet when I talk normally, and then half these characters I yell for no good fucking reason. I'm so sorry. Anyways, when you're done, everyone meet back at the dining hall, and we'll share what we found. Danganronpa the Mitsucore lore. Fair. Is Clover Mitsucore? Wait, I think we talked about this. Hold on. Let me find Clover from Zero Escape. Actually, wait. I sent these to Papa the other day, so I actually have them.
You talk too much.
I know I do, but that's okay. You can't stop me. You haven't played Zero Escape, have you, Mitzi? God. She's so fucking chopped. I'm sending you the pictures of Clover. The first one is her in 999, second one is her in VLR. Clover from Totally Spies. I mean... The only redeeming thing about her is that she somehow didn't make it in Zero Time Dilemma. But anyways. Basically a one-trick pony, you know that.
Got it!
More like a stable food source. Now let's get moving. Seeing his words, they're saying everyone scattered and left the gym. 999 Clover... I'm torn on her. Because... Oh god, why is the mouse sensitivity so high? Hold on. Let's see if we can like fix that. Something about Clover's 999 design. Yeah, Zero Time Dilemma is the third one. But like... 999 Clover feels like there's clashing patterns, but there really aren't. Like, it feels like there's clashing patterns and clashing colors, and there aren't. Like, it's all pretty, like, consistent. But, like, it's still so fast. Anyways, let's leave the area. Also, related, I was talking with Popo about this because he started streaming 999, and I... Getting the first one... Hold on, let me see again. I mean, like, I think if I hadn't played the game, I would like her a lot more. Also, actually, you know what? Let me find her. Let me find what she actually looks like in that one. Oh, that wouldn't be a spoiler, so we won't use that. God, everything that comes up when you look up Clover is just spoilers on spoilers. But also, yeah, her... Here's her almost getting stabbed. That's a good image of her. But yeah, I don't know. Clover 999, I think it's just because I fucking hate her character as it goes on. That, like, I think that sours me on her. But also, in VLR, it's... Oh, wait, shit. I need to actually be on the right tab. VLR is the nudist wearing rags of her private bits. Well, the thing is, the top half of her looks like she's trying to be a sexy Flintstones character, and the bottom half looks like she's in a Lindsay Lohan music video from, like, 2004. Like, she's in the Rumors music video as, like... One of the backup dancers who's in the second row. Like, first row is Lindsay Lohan, second row is where she is with her bottom half. But then her top half is, like, Flintstones themed porn. Midnight Clovers. Hold on. Why is that getting through there? Whatever. I think that she was already pretty lobotomized in 999.
What the heck?
Hey, Makoto, did you see what's inside the display case? Bad. This is super bad, man. Go look up Clover Virtue's Last Reward, and that is literally tell me that's not what her top half looks like. And this thing's downtown impossible. That I get that. Although, doesn't Posh have pretty short hair? I forget it. God, it's been a minute. I was not. She has like normal length hair. But I can see the connection that you're making. Anyways, sure, the untrained eye, it's nothing. But this is awful. A bad, awful, terrible trap.
For serious.
The stuff you see lined up there, any god could come by and use it to send a message. Huh? I've been struck with knowledge. It's an ill omen of total devastation and ruin. Let me out of
here.
Let me out. I have no idea what he's talking about, so maybe I'll just leave him alone. Inside the display case are trophies and other items. Winning championships and stuff probably came naturally to anyone going to school here. Can you imagine, like, being in your high school sports league, and it's just like, oh wait, wrong room, fuck. I forgot that was, I always think that one leads you out. Like, you're playing, like, high school basketball, and every now and then you just have to play against the school with the best basketball players literally on earth, and it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, the, Drag Race Live. Taka. Makoto, look! The gate blocking the stairs is gone. It would seem the path up to the second floor is opened up.
You hear me?
But it's also of utmost importance to double check the areas we already know about, just in case.
Without a doubt.
Aren't I so clever to think of that? I really impress myself sometimes.
You understand?
Well, I'll leave the school to you. Thank fucking God. Oh. What happened there? No, I get what you mean. I'm trying to read things off to the side without looking fully to the side like this, because I feel like so I'm trying to like peek over and I miss some things. I ever sure themselves aware of how good they are and a little crazy. So, like, does Mew not qualify because she's just too crass? Hiding in the live action song. I don't think that there's, like, a character that Clover is trying to impersonate, but, like, she looks more absurd than Alice, and Alice is literally not wearing a top. Hold on. Let me show you, Mitzi. I'm going to just keep bothering you with these because I think almost everyone else who's going to be in my chat is familiar with these characters, but I think it'll also help them get a better sense of what exactly is supposed to be Mitzi Core. So I'm going to send you two more divas because I'm not going to send you Mira. First one is Alice. Second one is Lotus. And I want you to guess how old Lotus is supposed to be because you're going to be wrong. Don't find her to be cute. To each their own. Is what Monaco meant by a new world? If so, what's up there? Alice is also kind of lucky that Clover is there to look stupid and insane, whereas Alice just looks insane. Yeah, Lotus is yes, one. Kind of. It's complicated. Lotus is a woman in an anime game, and also they have decided that she is old and haggard. That was also the thing I like watching Puppo play it again, which, side note, actually, I didn't mention this before. I'm going to be joining him for at least as many times as I can going forward, because he plays VLR or 999 on Sundays. So we're going to do like a reverse of what we did on my channel with Your Turn to Die, where like I'll join him and play with him. VLR Alice. We of course love VLR Alice. But yeah, just because I think like it's really fun, but also like it really hits you. Like Lotus is 40 in like that's her canonical age in that picture I sent you, Mitzi, and like the one that anyone who's played the game or like has seen her before. She's 40, which is kind of insane because she looks like she's like 24. But like fine, whatever. But they just consistently are like this old shriveled up raisin, this hag, this like wretched witch of an old bag all the time with her. And it's like there's a pretty early on point where like Santa says something along the lines of like, God, why don't you get here for fat ass and do something, you lazy old bitch? And it's like, holy shit, like what? Especially because Santa is a little too twinkish to be talking that way. He's not going to help the gays defeat the allegations of misogynistic gay men. This is the second floor of the school. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Yeah, I'm sure of it. There's got to be something here. Oh yeah, the reason I was bringing it up was because when I was watching 999, it made me remember my old 999 streams. And I went back and looked at those. Went back and looked at my old streams, and I was like so quiet and timid and apologizing constantly for like getting things wrong. Like you couldn't hear me over the in-game audio half the time, which I think you still kind of can't sometimes, but. Santa does play like a really small role in it, but we won't talk too much about him because Papa was probably lurking knowing him, and I don't want him to be spoiled on anything.
Just a second.
Oh, Makoto. Hey, guess what? Guess what I found? A pool. There's a pool here. A pool. Pool. You don't have to keep repeating it. I got it.
Okay.
And there's a ton of exercise equipment in the locker room. Sakura's gonna go nuts when she finds out. Yeah, you're right about that. He seems way more excited than usual. I like that they're not immediately talking about this. Is that a real gun? It's not like we're at war here. Why would we need something like that? The second floor is opened up. The living area has grown, and a number of facilities are now available. Whatever else is going on, I must admit things have been made much more comfortable for us.
Do you understand?
If things continue like this, the occasional class trial may not be so bad. She's got her priorities in the right place for sure. Hey, Chihiro, have you checked out the pool yet? No. I don't like wearing swimsuits. Horrible. Yeah, exactly. Chipette version of Fred Flintstone. But if you like put your hand over the top half of her above the waist, does she not look like she's in Rumors by Lindsay Lohan? Like the part where they're dancing on the helipad on the top of the building. She looks exactly like she'd be dressed like that. Not that it's necessarily good, because it is still the 2000s, but like it's giving the more like the version of 2000s club fashion that's a little bit more workable. Papa was familiar with Zero Time Dilemma because he's heard about it at length from me and just in general. I don't think it's been spoiled for him because I don't know if he could figure it out. Open the schools. Hold on. I'm gonna find this fair. Also, actually, check to make sure that nothing's happened here. But Rumors is such a good fuck. It was a Drag Race lip sync song. Who was it? It was Gottmik, wasn't it? Gottmik was the one there. I mean, the song is not that old. It also has 11 million views. Lindsay Lohan really could have been a pop star. Is that the right one? Why is that link 8 million characters long? Yes, okay, it is. Whatever. Anyways, everyone who hasn't watched it, go watch it. It's important. 2 truths after being a service writer for a little while. What are the 2 truths? Gottmik and Utica? Oh god, yeah, that is a waste of that song. It would have been better for... I mean, there's... Lindsay Lohan was long watch. Don't talk that way about her. You know that meme that's like, at a certain age, every gay man finds like one female or problematic female celebrity that they'll like die for? Not even problematic, just female celebrity they'll die for. Lindsay Lohan was mine. Freaky Friday was such an important moment for me. Then Herbie Fully Loaded, Rumor, like so much. Best things ever. Yeah, no, it's at my job. There's so many times where I'm like, I don't know how you like. Some people concern me a lot because I genuinely don't understand how they got to my place of work to try and complain about the problem because I don't understand how they're able to drive a car. I don't think they should be allowed to. I think that there should be someone who's outside of my business just like checking driver's licenses and taking them away from people, but there. She was definitely very watched for a little while there, that's true. But I will still defend her to my dying breath. Except for the part where she tried to like kidnap some random children off the streets of Syria, I think it was, or in Greece. I think there were Syrian children in Greece and their mom beat her up in the street. That one I won't defend her on. Yeah, you do seem like the type who might not be into that kind of thing.
But
still, it sounds like the locker room is here of all the exercise equipment you could ask for. Maybe I'll try it or give it a try. I'd kind of like to get a bit stronger. Want to get stronger? I have to say, it's kind of unexpected.
yeah.
Aaron versus Breaklines. I wish I could tell more of the stories about my about my work, because it is psychotic, but also I want to keep that a secret as much as possible. Customers can never be trusted to order their own shit because they will order everything wrong. Like, the number of people who will go in, like, it's why I think everyone needs to work in food service, because it's so important to be able to realize that there's a whole other universe out there of people who just, like, are non-functionally stupid. Like, because there are a lot of customers that I get in, or like people that I work with over the course of the day, where like they'll come in and they'll have a problem and they're like, look, I totally get this is my fault. I like went left when I should have went right here. Like, my bad. Can you just tell me how to fix it? Love those customers. We'll work with them 100% of the time. We'll almost always help them get more than they need. But like, how the number of people who don't understand like just how their phone works, and like they'll come in and they'll be like, oh, I'm just too old. Like, I just don't really understand. Like, you know, this is way before my, like, this is way too, like, I'm too old for this. I'm like, you're 55. My parents are your age. Like, no. You have to be my firm opinion is you have to be at least 80 to say you are too old for, like, computers. Any younger than that and they have been part of your life for a majority of your life. Like, and you don't have to be able to figure out like Twitch, but you can't figure out email and you are 60. That's not an age thing. That's a skill issue. You're dumb. Like, same with touchscreens. Back when like modern smartphones, sorry, we're never getting this fucking game done at this rate. I keep rambling. But like, back when smartphones started becoming more of a thing, like late 2000s, early 2010s, even throughout the 2010s, if you were over the age of 50 or 60, I get it being a little bit all over the place with them, because it is kind of weird technology to get used to if you didn't get used to it young. But in 2026, if you don't know how to use your touchscreen and you keep on like punching at it, like, do you guys ever see those old people who just like, they're holding their phone and they've got a firm grip on it because they have to, because otherwise they will knock it to the floor, because every time they grab it, they're just like just beat the shit out of it, like 3 fingers, like they're in a fucking Quentin Tarantino movie, like trying to do like a 2-inch punch or whatever it's called. Like, girl, A, you're 100 years old. You're not landing a punch, but also this thing is not, it's not pressure sensitive. The reason that the button isn't working isn't because you're not pushing it hard enough. It's because you're just straight up not hitting the button, because you're not accurate, because you're trying to hit it like it's a bug that's trying to get away from you. Or they'll just keep pressing things. That, oh God, my boss does that too. And my boss is like, I think in her 40s. But like, whenever something doesn't immediately open on her computer, she'll just keep clicking and clicking and clicking. And I'm like, that's why nothing opens for you, because you've opened 40 of it. God, I could never work in IT. If I didn't have such a loathing for IT workers for unrelated reasons, I would have the most respect for them, because I can't even imagine having to be in tech support or anything. People working at the Genius Bar in Apple stores should make $180,000 a year and should get to kill 12 people every hour if they want. Like, I can't imagine how infuriating that job would be. Anyways, but I'm not even brave enough to set foot into the locker room. Huh? You don't want to go in the locker room? It's not that I don't want to, it's just, I don't get it. Is she afraid of locker rooms or something? It's a pretty weird phobia, though. And this door is the locker room?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're on, if there's like, this is like one of the 3 cases that even if you don't know much about Danganronpa, you know what case we're on. Anyways, also, oh God, car shit. It's what I love about having an EV is there's like 4 things that I'm responsible for. Tires, brakes, even then brakes aren't like, regenerative braking kind of changes the game on that a little bit. But like tires, brakes, the battery itself, and like windshield wiper fluid. because I don't know shit. But like people, God. Anyways. Oh, and I guess you need your handbook to get into the locker rooms. Really? Oh, this is why I need to be playing more like Overwatch streams, because then I actually can just yap and it doesn't interrupt the game. Really? If you want to unlock the locker room, you'll have to swipe your personal e-handbook across the card reader next to the door. Probably. However, to ensure maximum security within each locker room, only a boys' handbook can open the boys' locker room, and the same goes for the girls. And the NBs, I guess, just don't get to participate. Oh, people love to do that too. They love to be like, is my order... Yeah, I guess I can vaguely be like, is my order in? Or like, can you check in on my information on this? And I'm like, no, I can't just like, first of all, I don't know who the fuck you are. Or like, something we have to do at my work a lot is like, we have to check people's ID because sometimes we're handling something that's either very valuable or like very sensitive. So we have to like triple check their ID. We have to do a little bit extra. And people will be like, I'm me. And I'm like, girl, that's great. I'm so happy that you've self-realized, but like, I'm going to lose my mind if you don't understand that I don't know who the fuck you are. There are billions of people in this world, and I haven't met you before. Yeah. And it's so frustrating because it's always the dumbest ones who take the most time and refuse to accept the answer. Like, you can tell you have a smart customer because they'll be like, okay, so it's this. And they're like, oh, okay. And like, move on. Like, I had a customer, Canadian, I don't know if American, I guess Americans kind of have an equivalent with like, they have like private or other versions of it where it's like, where you can send money person to person. I can't remember what it's called. Cash App, I think, is one of them. But like in Canada, we have e-transfer, which is built into a lot of the banking system. So people e-transfer. I don't work for Interac. I don't have any connection to that company. We don't, like, my job isn't about that. That's a whole separate, it's like going into like Walmart to ask them about PayPal is like the level of difference that we have there. When people will come in and be like, hey, so like, why didn't this e-transfer come through? And I'm like, I don't fucking know. And they're like, but look. And I'm like, at what? And it'll turn out that they like emailed it to the wrong email address or something. And I'm like, yeah, you need to type in the place you want it to go. And they're like, well, why didn't it stop me? And I'm like, because it assumes that you're a functioning adult. And clearly it was wrong.
But...
Oh, God, I need to stop. What if someone opens the door and then someone else sneaks in? Anyone who commits such indecency will be punished without mercy for their scandalous sexual depravity. See, there's a Gatling gun mounted on the ceiling, right? And it'll be all...
Just a second.
I bet it really hurt to be shot by that thing. No, I think it'd be a little worse than that. But what happens if someone loans their handbook to someone else? A boy could borrow a girl's handbook, and that would get them into the girl's locker room, would it not? That thought never occurred to me. To think someone could be so low, so cowardly, so devilish. Okay, then how's this sound?
I got
Time for a new rule. As of this moment, loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Oh, God. God, there's one really specific story, and I want to tell because it happened today, and I can't because it would give it away too much. But, like... And I guess something similar is, like, when I used to work at Starbucks, sometimes people would come in and ask if they could exchange currency with us. Usually just be, like, US for Canadian. I'm like, no. Sometimes, like, some Starbucks will allow you to spend US currency. Like, the system is built to take that. And it usually just kind of gives you, like, a shitty exchange rate. Like, you know, usually, honestly, what it will be is you'll just pay Canadian equivalent. Like, $1 US will account for $1 Canadian. But, like, people will be like, yeah, could I, like, exchange, like, 20 US for 20 Canadian? It's like, no. What? Absurd. You know, and the crazy thing is so many of these people who are stupid at this stuff have worked these kind of jobs and are still fucking dumb. Oh yeah, Iris. I feel like we've talked about Iris on that front before. But yeah, oh God, there's so many businesses that are like that where people will be like, why don't you have 8 trillion of the items? Hey, Minner, how you doing? Like, what would be the equivalent of this stuff? Like, I guess, like... God, God, I don't, it's like a really specific thing, but I can't. He's talking to me as fuck. Like, I think the closest equivalent to what kind of happens at my work a lot is like, imagine if you like went into a bank and were like, hey, do you have like $8,000 worth of like euros? And they were like, no, because this is Canada. They'd be like, well, and it's like, what? Like that's kind of, yeah, like, why don't you have this? Except it's not even if the website says it. The website says we don't, but they still are like, but you should. And it's like, okay, I guess you're the manager. Fuck me. God, I hate people. I don't give a hammer to else, right? You like that? I'm kind of a genius, right? It's because my brain is 100% cotton.
Honestly.
I do not imagine anyone would have lent their handbook out in the first place.
Is that okay?
After all, they would likely be held responsible for anything that person might do using the handbook.
So,
But you know, you seem awfully concerned with all this locker room security stuff.
Of course.
It's because all you teenagers are sex-crazy maniacs. You're at that age where you try humping a plastic bottle. So to keep anything unseemly from happening, I have to maintain a vigorous watch. And then in that case, I would ask that you keep the same close eye on our dorms. If some man and some woman decided to share a room, there would be nothing to stop them. All I care about is protecting the holy image of the school itself. I don't care what happens in your private dorms. By force or by cunning, do whatever you want. I forgot that he says that. Jesus.
just the worst.
I hate you so much.
See ya later.
The flames. Okay, so the new regulation is now in place. See ya.
Ah.
Okay. I can't even imagine working like retail in the sense of like working at like a clothing store. I'm so glad I've never had to work anywhere that has a change room, because I think I'd lose a lot of respect for people. Man, that stupid bear totally ruined my mood. Maybe I'll take a dip to cheer myself up.
You got it.
Celeste, Chihiro, you want to come with me?
As for me,
There is nothing I hate more than getting water on my face.
I'm
Sorry.
sorry.
I'll pass this time. Viveros comes from the Survivor tribe, from Survivor Panama. How come? When you're in a funk, there's nothing better than a good swim to pull you out of it. It should only applies to you. But yeah, Survivor Panama divided the tribes by gender and by age. So Viveros was the young men tribe. Bayonetta was the young women tribe, and originally that was, I think, the username I wanted to use for something. I think it was like on Steam or something, but like Bayonetta was obviously taken. So I was like, well, okay, Viveros, and then it works better. Yeah, I mean, what the fuck is a muffler delete? This is an interesting poster. Obviously someone put this in the school, but is it really okay to have something like this here? Have I told you guys about how, like, back when I was in high school, me and my roommate were both gay, and so we'd get those, like, free Andrew Christian posters that they would send out. Like, if you ordered $25 worth of underwear, they'd just give you, like, a full-size poster. Take the muffler of the card to cut it. Ah, I see. Deleter sounds fake, but I'll believe you. But we'd get these Andrew Christian posters, and we'd just hang them all. Like, our room was, like, plastered with them. Also, not lucky in this, like, nothing happened. But we would hang up all these posters, and, like, the other boys, because it was a boarding school, the guys would have to, like, if they had, like, a Kate Moss poster, which I think one of them did, they had to, like, put tape or, like, paper over anything that would be revealing. But I think our house parent was a little bit too uncomfortable about just, like, our odd Win-Win's dick just bulging out of this poster that he just wouldn't really say anything, and no one really ever did. And some of our housemates got a little bit annoyed, and they're like, well, why don't they have to follow the rules? And it's like, well, because this is a boys' boarding house. It's not like men in their underwear is that hard to find here. Or not men, I guess, like, you get what I mean. Anyways, but yeah, no, that was why I went with Viveros, because I had just come out and I thought it was really funny to be like, yeah, like, I'll name myself as a tribe of young men, and I think I'm now older than just about everyone who was on that tribe at the time, which is fun to think about. Oh, fuck, wrong button. God, why is the sensitivity so fucking high in this? Lockers. Well, I'd expect to see that at any normal pool. Oh, right, I forgot about that. noticing things. Also, the number of people who like will try and talk to me about car stuff, and I'm like, look, I don't understand jack shit. Oh, wrong button. But like now they talk about it, and I'm like, well, I actually just got a new car, and it's this like electric Mustang. Like, oh, I've seen all the ads for that. Like, is it a hybrid? I'm like, no, it's like full electric. And they're like, oh, that seems so scary. Like, I would be worried about running out of battery. I'm like, girl, has like 400 kilometers of range. Where do you think I'm going? I still can't believe that that's just kind of how they went with this. Do you watch crazy? We have not gotten. We've done nothing, and we've already been here for almost. God, I need to be going faster. I'm so sorry. I just stop getting distracted. The shelf is covered in dust, but on the shelf is a letter. What's this? Hope's Peak Academy.
Indeed.
It was buried under a thick layer of dust. Must have been sitting there for quite a while. Well, shall we see what's inside? But we shouldn't read other people's mail without their permission. We should just murder people instead. What we shouldn't do is leave this here without finding out what's inside. And he's like, yeah. I like it a lot. It's been very fun. It's so nice to not have to go get gas, ever. Broke the seal on the dusty envelope and pulled out the single sheet of paper I found inside, and folded the paper and read what was written there. From the Hope Peak Academy Executive Office. Throughout the years, we have been committed to shaping the youth who will one day shape the world. We have a long, proud history as an institution of higher learning with full governmental support. Our graduates enter society ready to take on active leadership roles in every major job field. However, Hope's Peak Academy must now lower the curtain on its glorious history for the time being. The decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. That being said, this is the end for now, and I would like to personally and sincerely thank everyone for your help and support over the years. For now, we are awaiting official governmental authorization to formally cease operations. What does this mean? The contents of this letter are quite interesting indeed.
It would
It would seem Hope's Peak had stopped functioning as a school. Judging by the amount of dust the letter had collected, it doesn't seem to have happened recently. If I had to guess, I'd say this letter could be at least a year old. So you're saying Hope's Peak closed down at least a year ago? Most likely the mastermind took over the abandoned school in order to put on this little performance. But that would mean it was closed when I got here just a few days ago. Oh shit, I keep hitting the mic. Why do I keep on like leaning forward? But I didn't get that sense at all. Plus, if the school had shut down, don't you think it would have been in all the newspapers and stuff? I mean, you're saying it could have happened over a year ago, right? But before I got here, I looked stuff up online about the school and I never saw anything about this.
So in other words,
That must have all been part of the mastermind's plan. They lured us all in here. Someone who could create a place to judge and execute people could potentially be capable of anything. Of course, that's all assuming this letter is real.
However,
Smash. Which Danganronpa character gets to go into Smash? It'd have to be Junko, I think, wouldn't it? Because you couldn't really make Monokuma a character. I guess you kind of could, but that'd be kind of boring. I feel like you'd have to pick Junko. Or like... either that or like some side character. I feel like Monokuma would be kind of just like... Monokuma doesn't have like a signature fighting style or anything though, is the thing. And like, he kind of doesn't do anything himself. It's all stuff that he sets up. So if it is real though, that does solve one mystery surrounding the school. The reason there are no other students here could be that because the school had already closed down. See, that one I think would make more sense. Yes. That'd be a nice simple solution, it's true. Monokuma explode. I mean, Monokuma, like, yeah, he could be used as a weapon. I just don't think he could be the fighter. But then, what about this other part? This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. Make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. Yeah. What do they mean by serious issues? That's apparently why the school had to close. Is there any connection between that and what's happening to us now?
now,
If the two events are in fact connected, uncovering that connection would be a useful clue on top of figuring out the mastermind's motive. Although, I can't really say any more until we find out more details. So in other words, only the mastermind knows the truth right now. The mastermind's motive. If we can figure out why they would want to imprison us all here, will that be enough to get us out of here? Or... Shelf is packed out with books, but looking at it, the whole thing is incredibly dusty. Looks like the library's been neglected for a pretty long time. As nice as the school itself is, whoever's been in charge of upkeep has been pretty lazy. Strange. That's the same one. Oh, I thought one of these made Toko say something. Maybe we just have to talk to her directly, I guess. You must be pretty happy to have all these books around, huh, Toko? Oh, wait, shit, let me snooze the ad. We'll do it in a bit. Not particularly. Nothing's really caught my attention so far. Indeed. There's a plethora of books, it's true, but the content seems lacking. Where's the comic books? Where's the young adult section? Comic books? Young adult? That stuff's a waste of time. I've seen what you write, Miss Fukawa. Talented as you are, your stuff isn't any more worthwhile. My stories are filled with true love and pure feelings. Don't compare them to that garbage of yours. Your writing doesn't even mean anything. It's just a bunch of jumbled up letters. Someone should just burn it all. Ooh, the lady doth protest too much, methinks. I think you're secretly into boy-on-boy action. Wild leap there. Boy-on-boy? I don't care if it's anime or comics or fanfic or whatever. I don't care if it's the heated rivalry miniseries on Crave. It's all filth, throwaway culture that'll be trashed and forgotten in half a decade. Just talking about it makes me sick to my stomach. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. You've insulted me and you've insulted my honor. These two are really starting to freak me out. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, he's into the boy-on-boy. I mean, honestly, wouldn't be surprising. Yes. God, it's so loud. Let's look at the laptop. Looks like a laptop. Laptop looks pretty old. It's all covered in dust.
So
It's broken. I tried pushing the power button, but nothing happened. Yeah, it is Canadian. It is Crave. Oh, visual lover and letter lover. It's broken too, huh? It's too bad. So maybe you just go online and see what's going on in the outside world. If it's broken, there's nothing I can really do about it. Anyway, now I have a pretty good idea of what's on the second floor. I didn't see anything that might lead to any kind of exit or anything. All I can do now is hope someone else found something worthwhile. Okay, better head back down to the dining hall as soon as possible. I feel like we didn't talk to really anybody there. But sure, I guess.
Listen to me!
Okay. We're gonna run the ad here just so it's out of the way, because I think at this point it's a good enough break. It's as good a break as any. God, I really am not efficient with my streams. Hold on, what time is it in the VoD? My pen go, here it is. I need to have like a clipboard that I can hold up here and like write while looking forward, because otherwise I'm just looking off to the side for forever. Okay, see you guys in a couple of minutes. All right, we're back. God, I find it fascinating. If you look in the comments of the Psycho Sleuth video, there's a lot of like, there are people with DID who are talking about their reaction to the video, and I thought it was fascinating because there's two back-to-back comments where it's one person, or one commenter was saying like that I think this is something along the lines of like, the Pathosync version of DID is like the entirely wrong way of looking at it. Like this isn't like they had an entirely different perspective, and someone else left a comment that was like, I would love, like I have DID and I think that I would like this version of it because it would be like fully real. It's so interesting to me. Like, because the Pathosync version of it is like, instead of the alters being like different identities within one body, they like become a separate like projection out into the world almost. And the one person said like, yeah, like they were basically saying like, this would be, I would like it if that was how my alter is presented, because then like, I guess they were saying like they mesh well together, whereas like they were also saying like someone else they knew wouldn't like it as much because they have an alter that's like less stable, I think is how they put it. Which I find like, whenever I talk about something that's a little bit outside of my area of expertise, it's challenging. But I feel like, especially with something like this, where like it is a lot further away from what I am a lot less confident speaking with any amount of authority on it. It's interesting to see the responses to it, I guess. Also, High Mint, the Wonderland system. I don't know if I'm familiar with that. Anyways, sorry, let's get back into it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how'd it go? Did anyone discover any interesting new anything?
Yes, indeed.
There's a library.
Okay.
And a pool, a freaking pool, and locker rooms filled with exercise equipment.
Well,
There was not, however, anything resembling an escape route. Yeah, she's right.
I see.
Well, hey, there's no reason to get all sulky. Wait till you hear about my amazing discovery.
Quiet down and
The
listen.
warehouse and bathhouse on the first floor of the dorms are now open.
You hear me?
And the warehouse is chock full of food, clothes, whatever you want. There's so much, it's insane. So go ahead and stuff yourself to the gills whenever you feel like.
Are you okay with this?
Keep in mind, of course, that going out at nighttime is still prohibited. Please do not forget.
Yo,
Okay, and what about a fucking way out of here? You find anything like that? Well,
what?
there wasn't anything in the warehouse we could use to get our
What?
asses out of here? Nothing? Unfortunately, no. Not that I saw. Why does he look... Why does he look so sheepish here? He's such a little guy. I'm like, no. He would say, ooh. Oh, I do remember the video you're talking about, yeah. I think that's also like... I don't know. I think I made a point about that in the video where I was like, part of the problem with how people use like social media to try and understand this sort of stuff, or like try to be like, oh, like this is a person with DID on Twitter. It's like, well, you're going to find the person who is publicizing that part of their lived experience on Twitter, which is like always going to skew things a little bit. Because not only are you finding the kind of person who feels comfortable putting that out there, but you're also finding the kind of person that the algorithm is going to boost with this, with holy shit, which especially with how Twitter is right now, just basically means that it was someone that like right wingers felt confident bullying, and like finding people who are also being authentic, because especially when it comes to a lot of mental health stuff, there's a lot of people, or there are a lot of people who are just kind of like trying to like I'm trying to find the right way to phrase it. Like, clout chase off the like Tumblrified versions of the conditions, I guess, in the sense that like people will just like, not saying that that person was, but like there are a lot of people who very much like belittle a lot of that stuff just to try and seem different, which then ends up giving people such a negative perception, which then ends up playing into this like, I don't know. I do not envy someone being in that sort of position, someone being in that way. God. Yeah, no, the discourse of that era was not good.
Hey, come on.
You fucking people.
What?
Who gives a shit if we have a goddamn pool now, or a warehouse, or whatever the fuck?
Stop fucking
We're still trapped in
around.
this piece of shit school. We need to find a goddamn way out now. Now, there's no point in taking your anger out on us. Adaptation is the key, yes? For now, we must each find a way to enjoy our current situation.
You piece of...
Whatever you say, you fucking loon. Also, yeah, the autistic Barbie stuff is wild to me. Because, like, first of all, if I were Mattel, I feel like the way you do that is honestly take an existing character and do that, as opposed to being like, here's our new character, it's autistic Barbie. Because there's no way that that's gonna... Or, like, this is our Barbie with autism. But then everyone kind of, like... If you introduce a new character and that's all you say about them, that's how people are going to perceive it. And then, yeah, people just made like these worse depictions of it that are like so negative and like genuinely ableist. Also related, but like I think I talked about last stream too. Have you guys seen like the insane shit that's going on with like Francois Arnault? I think that's how you say his name. The, is it Kip from Heated Rivalry or Scott? I can't remember which name it is. Yeah, no, it's bizarre. But like the amount of homophobia that's gone after him for like no, because he's allegedly in a relationship with Connor Story is psychotic. It is Scott, yeah. Like there are a lot of like homophobic grown adults who seem to think that like they've decided, like they've seen the discourse about like gay men can be misogynistic and have internalized that as like all gay men are inherently misogynistic, so it's okay if I'm straight up homophobic. But like there are a lot of like Twitter spaces where it'll be grown adult women who are like all but calling him the F slur. and like talking about how he needs to fucking die, and like calling him like riddled with AIDS and all this shit. And it's like, all this over the fact that he's probably hooking up with Connor's story. Like maybe they're dating. I think it's not even like fully confirmed. I know there's that picture was going around, but I think it was, people were saying it was AI. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Regardless, like it's insane. Also, just as a note for everyone else, because like, hold on, how old is he actually? Because he's like not that old. He's 40. And Connor is like right around, I think he's like a year or two younger than me. And I'm just letting you guys know in advance, if I ever end up in a relationship with a 40-year-old who looks and sounds and acts and behaves like Francois Renaud, you do not need to save me. I am where I want to be. Like, yeah, a lot of heated rivalry fans are not covering themselves in glory right now. But anyways, for now, let's just continue our investigation and let everyone know if you should discover something.
So then.
So are we done for today?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess so. I'm going to power through it for heated rivalry because I think it's something really special and gay, and I think that that's important. But like, light speed run of like the girly pop version of Rick and Morty shit. Because like, genuine, like people who were there for when Rick and Morty first like became a thing, like, because it was really good. I really liked it. Everyone was watching it because it was very popular, and it was like, you know, the way that people talked about it was just kind of like, yeah, it's like this really funny, goofy show. I love it. Like, I love the like interdimensional remote ones or whatever they're called, or interdimensional satellite box, whatever the fuck it is, cable box. I don't know. But then like Rick and Morty fans fucking went on one, and now all of a sudden you like, if you call yourself a Rick and Morty fan, it's like just a sign that you're a horrendously socially maladjusted loser. Which, like, not all of them obviously are, but like that's the connotation that just exists, and I really worry about what heated rivalry is gonna do. Yeah, well, also like I think framing it as reducing it to porn is also kind of like itself a reductive way of looking at it, because like Rachel Reed described it as porn, like obviously kind of jokingly, but like there is definitely a pornographic element to it, and I think that that's part of the point of it, and I think that's fine. Same with like Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is fine for being horny. I think it's just weird that people act like that's such a negative thing right now. The air seemed to suddenly grow heavy again. Was this the mastermind's plan to give us hope just to turn around and betray that hope? I love cutting to a character who's just there. That's something I was going to talk about in the mysteries video, where it's like a lot of games have a real problem with how to indicate suspicion or like weird behavior. So all they do is they just do the ellipses of suspicion, where it just like cuts to a random character just with some ellipses in the chat box, and then it just moves on. And it's like, okay, well, clearly there's something going on with you. Like, there's no way to have someone in the background just like kind of kick their feet and look weird.
This is a school announcement. It is now as
You
such.
can skip
Soon the
ahead.
doors to the dining hall. Okay then.
We all promise not to leave our rooms during nighttime. Not much else to do. I guess I'll just go to bed. What is that? I mean, like, it's scissors, but also it's like, I think it's supposed to be construction paper. I don't know. Mr. Monokuma, do you have a second? I don't really like myself. I don't have any kind of skill or hobby I can say I'm super good at. And my grades are totally average, too. My reflexes are okay. Not great, not awful. I could get into a decent college where I'd make a few friends, maybe even find a normal girlfriend. Which is exactly why I don't like who I am. I want to find a completely normal boyfriend. I understand that now. My life is just one giant copy-paste. Oh, it's glue stick. I don't have any imagination. I'm a perfectly average cardboard cutout.
You see what I mean, right, Mr. Monokuma?
I wish I could do a real Monokuma voice. Ding dong, ding bong.
Good morning, everyone. It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Get ready to greet another beautiful day. Oh, that's right. I wanted to let you know that your e-handbooks have been updated. New regulations have been added, so please take a look and enjoy your school life more than ever before.
New rules been added to the regulations menu. I'm assuming it's just the one from before. was referring to yesterday. Loaning your handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. But right now I need to hurry up and head to breakfast. I need to clean first. Mint roller. There's definitely less of it left than there was at the start. What about the coins in my bed? I never really paid attention to my bed or anything up until now, man. My old bed at home really was the best. Saying no bad from before. Can't think of anything I need it for right now. I need my money. Okay, good. Now you can go. Anyone out here?
Hey, Makoto.
Morning, Makoto. Good morning. Is everyone here already?
Yo, yo, yo.
Nope, still waiting on Byakuya and Taka. Wait, do you call her? Oh, I thought you were talking about Toko, and I was like, what? I forget her name. Byakuya's no surprise, but it's strange Taka's not here yet. Knowing Taka, I imagine he is trying to get the king of tardiness up and out of bed. I'm sure they'll be here soon enough. Just be patient.
Let's see.
I don't mind waiting for them, but there is one problem. Which is... I am thirsty.
Hey, come
Why the
on.
hell is that a problem? Hifumi, would you make me some tea? Huh? Milk tea, if you please.
Well,
Why me?
let's see.
Your roundish figure reminds me of the owner of the coffee shop I used to frequent. That's your reason?
This is fine.
I can feel my throat drying out. Quickly, please.
Oh.
Okay. Apparently unable to refuse Celeste's order, Hifumi sulked his way into the kitchen. A few minutes later... Thank you for waiting. Hifumi reappeared with a tray in hand, the gentle aroma growing stronger as he approached. Finally. Section like that. Celeste is allowed, I guess. I don't know. Are you going to stop her? You could have made some for the rest of us, you know.
There's no
I
way
emphatically
to think about
decline.
this in a
You're not my type at
common-sense
all.
kind of way.
It's all about the law of causality, basic instinct, act and react. Well then, if you don't mind. Small smile played across her lips as she held the teacup delicately in her hand.
Oh,
Wait. She cocked her head to the side and threw the cup as hard as she could at the wall. Well, let me move my microwave. What the? Hey, what are you doing, my little white rabbit? I hate this kind of tea. I don't understand.
yes, indeed.
Wait a minute, I guess it's not the yelling point. Imagine we are at a coffee shop, just any normal everyday cafe. I sit down and I order some tea. They then ask me, would you like lemon or milk? Now, further imagine that I replied, yes, I would like milk tea, please. In this case, along with my tea, they may bring me a small container of milk, yes? But this is not for me. I am among those who prefer the milk to be part of the process from the outset. The fragrance is just so overwhelmingly sweet that way. Adding milk or lemon right before you drink is like dousing your fries in ketchup, mere condiments. Whenever looking for a cafe, I first review their menu to see if it offers the proper style of milk tea. And I cannot acknowledge any milk tea that does not add the milk during the brewing process. I don't know what voice I'm doing anymore. Just the name. If I had to describe her shared reaction to what we just heard, I'd have to go with wide-eyed bewilderment. I went to all that trouble to make you that tea, and you wanted me to go even farther? Yes, I realize it can be a bit of a hassle. Even in cafes that offer proper milk tea, it is always more expensive than simple tea with milk. It takes more time to prepare, surely, but why even bother creating a menu if you're not going to offer the highest level of quality? Well, we don't actually have a menu.
You little
That does
bitch.
not matter. Hurry up and bring me what I asked for, swine.
Say what?
Okay, you little piggy will bring it right out. I do so love coercion.
Huh? You
You were like a totally different person just now. Yeah, shit, you really went psycho there. I knew there was more to her than when I met her. I hate to have her as an enemy. Seriously, man, she's one scary chick. Like, I know I've said it a million times since we started playing this, but like, imagine designing this character and then having to make other things in your life. Dining hall doors flew open and one of the late arrivals came storming in. But bad news, everyone. There is a mystery afoot.
Huh?
It's like, oh, Max. Or we can play a good song. Uh-huh. What happened? It would seem Byakuya refuses to leave his room. I stood there pressing his doorbell over and over, but he never showed himself. Maybe he just wasn't there.
I think maybe.
I'd like to think so, but I'm worried something might have happened to him. What do you meant by that? Sure. Wasn't that one written by that EJ? So it's just easy to follow motto. Well, because what are you going to do to make it better? Never say anything else. Everyone knew exactly what that may mean. It might be a good idea if we all split up and go look for him.
Listen to me!
I was just about to suggest the same thing.
What's your problem?
Stop trying to one-up everyone. Took it off. Except for in that one picture of her where she just has the twin tails removed, and it's like, oh. I mean, they all have like a bunch of versions of their same outfit, I think. So I think it actually probably doesn't. She's just never seen without the full thing assembled. Okay, then I'll go check his room one more time. I'm just going to keep on hammering that button until I get a response.
Well then.
And then the rest of us can go check the rest of the building. Yeah. Before it's, you know, too late. Thanks, dude. Where might Biaki have gone? Maybe we went to go check out the second floor of the school again. Do you have anything else to say? This is Celeste. Aren't you going to go help look for Byakuya? I have not yet had my tea. Hi, Buppo. Thank you for the hydration check. Using it for the first time. Nice, Clavier. How'd you like it? Also, welcome in. Also, hi, Buppo. It's always fun. Hell yeah. Who was your favorite character from it? No spoilers. Nice. I feel like they probably have. I said hi twice. I'll say it again. Hi, Buppo. Or Sakura. That's good taste. Like, Sakura is a solid pick. Hi, Buppo. I don't. I do. Fuck. There's so many characters I like in this game. I think for me, Celestia and Junko would have to be the top two. But like, there's so many good ones. Yeah, I feel like they probably do have like enough of their like original shower routine, so they can like maintain their look. Because that's what Monokuma wants, is like for them to also maintain the look. It doesn't really work well if they all look kind of disheveled. And like Celeste gets her makeup and everything too. Yeah. Are you playing the other games also, Clavier? Or have you started the other ones yet or no?
As for me,
Until my thirst is satisfied, I have no urge to do anything. If you're in a hurry, feel free to motivate Hifumi to move faster. Okay. Aren't you being kind of selfish? She's allowed to be. Maxing my illusion of the crime scene. I don't know if I've ever actually tried to talk to Hifumi when I've played this before. At least in this way. Mr. Naegi, what's going on? Soldier Spare Girls? Have you played the second one? Or have you played... Are you just going straight to Ultra Despair Girls? Because I would say definitely... Okay, you played 1 and 2. Okay, so you've at least done Goodbye Despair. You are allowed to skip Ultra Despair Girls. No one would blame you. Issue in December. Nice. V3 is my favorite in the series. So, but also everyone is very mad about it. But it's great. Ultra Despair Girls is like maybe one of the worst games out there. It's like, it's right up there with like notoriously bad. There's a lot of freak shit in it, and not in like a good way. Ultra Despair, yeah. I think one of the most enduring memes about Ultra Despair Girls is like one guy's playthrough of it, where it's just like an endless list of streams titled like, I don't want to fucking be here. I don't want to do this. It's like, I wish this game was over already. There's, what is the one moment? It's, oh, I don't even think I could say it because I wouldn't want to spoil it for you if you're going to play it. There's one moment that everyone who knows of Ultra Despair Girls is aware of when I say that guy who says that thing about interests, I guess. Also, the anime is not that bad. Everyone's just a hater. The anime is not that good, but it's not nearly as bad as people pretend it is. It's not on the level of Ultra Despair Girls. Nice. Well, nobody's seen Byakuya this morning, so we've all decided to go look for him.
What?
But that's not good at all.
However,
However, this little piggy needs to I have a holy edict to deliver proper milk tea to my master. He says the thing. I mean, I feel like if you've seen it enough, yeah, it starts tweaking out correctly. God. You know what? But I think the thing is, cat ears and thigh highs. Exactly. I think Ultra Despair Girls needed to exist so Kuraka could get the real, so he could learn where the line was and stop fucking doing that. Because if we didn't get that, just imagine how much worse things could have gotten. To bless this undeserving swine with such an honor, I will serve you with all my heart and soul. Okay. Good luck with that. Fumi's created some creepy alternate reality for himself. He's an Ultra Despair Girls. Okay, also, who's your favorite character in Goodbye Despair then, Claudia? Because that one I feel like is a lot. I feel like everyone has the same like 3 or 4 favorite characters from that one because there's a lot of. Oh god, there's a lot of more neutral ones there. So I'm just gonna go where I know he is. I do really resent the fact that like Ultra Despair Girls is one of those games that exists that like completely makes it impossible to defend your franchise. Shooter. Yeah, it's a very weird choice. Oh wait, is this when we get to learn conspiracy theory stuff, or is that no? It's later. We open the door to the library and look inside. I cried out in sudden surprise. Byakuya? Of all the things I'd imagine, this was definitely not. It most definitely wasn't one of them. Oh my god. Hi Trick, welcome invaders. Hi, how are you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Buppo, are you there? Are you able to give them a shout out? Thank you for the redeem stitch. Hi Night Olive. Welcome in Raiders. My name is Viveros. I'm a variety streamer. I play a whole bunch of stuff. A lot of visual novels, a lot of shooters. Right now we're doing Danganronpa 1. I had played this game before. Most people who are here have played this game before or are familiar with it, but we're still doing spoiler free as much as possible. I guess we probably talked about some spoilers already, but we're avoiding spoilers for this one as much as possible. Thank you, Buppo. But yeah, in addition to all that, I make video essays over on YouTube. The most recent one is about Psycho Sleuth, which is a killing game based around mental or cognitive disorders, and about how games like this handle mental disorders or mental health in general. If that's your sort of thing, you should check it out. It's very good. Also, you should check out Psycho Sleuth because it's a very interesting game. I think that if you like this sort of thing, you will be... It's in the same kind of realm as like Process Elimination, in the sense that like I think if this is your sort of genre, it's good to see what kind of like a weird twist to the formula can look like. And I think it has some potential to be like really, really good, but also deeply insane. Yeah. What were you up to, Trey? What were you drawing? Also, if you need to get any food, water, or rest, make sure to do that. Self-care is important, but if you're able to stick around, I'd be happy to have you here. Oh, dancing game win. I don't know if we need a dancing game, but we do need to start getting more Eye of the Somnium File style endings where they just do a little bit of dancing. Get back into it. Oh, nice. I wish I could draw. I know it just takes time and practice, but I have none of either, or no time and no energy for that. I really have time and energy for the things I'm already doing. Yeah, I'm sure it's turning out really well.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm fishing. What does it look like I'm doing? I'm trying to read, so if you could be quiet.
Oh, sorry. Wait, no! What are you doing here? Everyone's super worried. We've all been looking for you.
Who asked you to do that?
Jesus.
Because we're all supposed to meet up in the morning and eat together. We made a promise.
A promise?
Made a prom.
Can't I get a second's peace and quiet around here?
You know what? I'm kind of on his side. Byakuya snapped his book shut and slowly stood up, smooth and silent as a shadow. Meanwhile, the others must have heard me yell and started showing up one after another. And he played with... Is he? Also, God, every time I tab out now, I'm just like flashbang by my own chest. It is Bryce, or is it Bryce? Yes, it is Bryce. He also voices Nagaro Kamaida. Weirdly enough, he doesn't get a V3 role, even though V3 is full of like returning. I mean, maybe it is because he's. I guess he isn't V3 because he's voicing other ones. But oh, interesting. I would kill to be able to be a voice actor. I think it's such an impressive skill to be able to turn your voice like that. Like, what is it? Sayu. Why can't I? Alejandro Saab, right? That's his name. Yeah, Sayu. Exactly. Like the way that he does Deadpool is so fun to me. And I wish I could make my voice just like change up, like, because it's not like he sounds the exact, like he sounds recognizable, I think, in a lot of his roles, but like he still sounds distinct enough that like it doesn't just feel like he's playing himself in all of them. But like I just think that'd be so cool.
Yo!
Idiot trio. Well, and also I keep seeing the memes of like how Marvel Rivals is basically just a Persona reunion at this point, because it's just like every VA from Persona is apparently also doing Marvel Rivals characters now. Byakuya, so this is where you've been hiding. Heck you doing here, man? We were very concerned. Well, you had no reason to be. I was just reading. I've never read such a horse novel before, but it might just prove useful at some point.
Well,
The Count of Monte Cristo. What were you reading? A mystery novel.
well,
Oh, wait, so are you gonna use what you're learning in there to betray us? Don't be stupid. Yeah. It's just something to keep in mind. Yeah, what?
Naturally.
If I decide to fight, of course I'll come up with something original. Otherwise, this game of ours will be totally boring, right? It's not often you get to take part in such a high-stakes, high-tension activity. So if you're gonna do it, you have to make sure it's entertaining. I don't know what that's supposed to be. His words just chilled down my spine. There was an undeniable smile on his face as he spoke. He looked like he was actually enjoying himself. Enjoying this deranged killing game.
Damn you!
What do you mean killing? Or game? It's fucked up. But it is a game. It's a game of life or death, which can have only one winner. That's all there is to it. I think the first stream we did of this, I gave him a really gay, like incredibly gay voice, and then just completely forgot to keep doing it. He is right. It is a zero-sum game. Huh?
are you okay
It
with
is part
this?
of game theory, a mathematical model. In game theory, what we are going through now is called a zero-sum game. In this type of game, in order for one person to gain something, another must necessarily lose something. In other words, it is a situation in which participants must compete for position or resources. This is technically not true, because a zero-sum game implies that each gain corresponds with an equal loss, either across all participants or across one. But it doesn't, because in this one, it's many against one. You're welcome. Hold on, wait. Don't go pull it further. I think I've talked about it before, but the model doesn't have a version of like a toggle where he's shirtless.
You talk too much.
He just has one where he's in his underwear. So it's just his underwear toggle, just lower. Yes, thank you, Sitch. Yes. This, I'm so pedantic with this shit. I know. It's the same thing that happened with Your Turn to Die, where every time they mentioned it was a majority vote, and I'm like, actually, it's a plurality vote. Like, I should be shot. You mean like a kind of elimination match?
Actually,
Entrance exams, sports tournaments, job openings. Most social interactions fall into this category. Those also aren't... Those aren't really zero-sum games in the same... I mean, I guess... I don't know. Danganronpa kind of falls into it more, I guess. Or no. I don't know. Hold on. You know what? I'm going to look at the actual definition because I should probably mention at this point, I got like 4 hours of sleep and I worked all day. Or no. I believe I used to study international relations. Oh yeah, no, I was right, I think. Zero-sum game is a mathematical representation in game theory and economic theory of a situation that involves two competing entities, where the result is an advantage for one side and equivalent loss for the other. In other words, one player's gain is equivalent to player one's gain is equivalent to player two's loss, with the result that the net improvement and the benefit of the game is 0. So a zero-sum game means that every plus is met with an equal minus, which isn't the case in Danganronpa because it's not like the reward for both sides is never equal. It's always different. All right. Everyone must scramble to obtain something which is limited. Were you to succeed, someone else must fail. Like, okay, I think that that's the thing is that zero sum makes people think that like not everyone can win. People think that that's what that means, which just is not the case. Zero sum doesn't mean like not everyone gets something. It means specifically that everything that you get is something that someone else loses. Not just that they don't get it. Because if we're in a competition and I get $5 and you get $0, the sum of that game is plus $5. It's not zero sum. Zero sum is I get $5 and you lose $5. And for every dollar I gain beyond that point, you lose another dollar. Which is not Danganronpa. Yes. This also applies to the school life we have been subjected to here. In this case,
Is that okay?
our limited resource is that only one of us can successfully become the Blackened. Which... again, isn't really zero sum, because it's whatever. You know, I need something with this just not right. So this game was designed from the beginning to force us to try and defeat all the others. Yeah, duh. That can't be what they had in mind. That is why adaptation is so crucial. If those who want to escape were to disappear, there would be no reason to continue playing the game.
What?
Why would I want to stop playing? It's so much fun. He smiled again as he spoke. The smile was filled with evil intent. It twisted his face into something not human. I think I've seen him being baby girled too much on the internet to take him seriously. It sounds as if you do not acknowledge even the possibility that you may lose. Am I right?
Naturally.
Of course. You do not speak like the others. Exactly what I would expect from the heir apparent of the Tagamis. It's just normal arrogance, isn't it?
Just a second.
You talk like that, but what if you end up dead?
Not possible.
I won't. It simply isn't possible.
You son of a
Oh my God,
bitch!
doleful. Who the fuck do you think you are? You know, I still just can't believe it.
What?
Believe what? That an uneducated, brain-dead, useless piece of garbage like you has survived this long.
Piece of shit!
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Like I said, I won't die. You keep saying that, but do not bother arguing with him. For him, the concept of losing simply does not exist. He is the ultimate affluent progeny after all, a boy raised to succeed from the day he was born. He considers victory his destiny and has lived his life accordingly. Tests and challenges are merely ways for him to stand victorious, even if it is a life and death situation. Is that not so, Byakuya? At least one of you seems to understand.
Isn't it wonderful?
It is because I am the same as you. Games are meant to be won.
That's enough.
Are you trying to suggest we're on the same level? Close that vulgar mouth of yours.
Oh,
Well, well, I do apologize. Anyway, let me just say this to all of you. You don't need to try harder. If an opponent isn't going to give it their best, where's the fun for me?
no.
That's a terrible way to look at it.
What?
It's because...
This isn't a game. Our lives are on the line, you know. Yumiko screenshot? Wait, which one? I feel like I don't... Who the fuck? Wait, who's Yumiko? Oh no. I'm culturally illiterate again. To kill your own friends is...
That's horrific.
Friends? Who decided that?
Huh?
We're not friends. No, quite the opposite. We're in competition. We're enemies. I have not seen that. I think I'm on a different end of Twitter than you are. Anime is truly like one of my biggest cultural blind spots. Someone in the comments on the Psycho Sleuth video was like, "Oh, I really like you should absolutely check out Umineko," and I'm like, I want to, because like, I also. Oh god. What was I gonna say? Yeah, they said like, yeah, Umineko when they cry. And I was like, I really want to try it, or I want to play it, because when I was a kid, I watched Higurashi. No, I'm getting to the point, don't worry, I promise. Higurashi has an anime that I watched on YouTube in like 5-minute segments. And so like, for me it was a very disjointed, confusing experience. And I've heard that Umineko is a lot. And so I'm very excited to try and like actually learn what's going on with it and like connect the dots with this anime that I just have like very sparse bits of knowledge of from like 15 years ago. But that is like the extent of my anime knowledge. Other than that, it's like Danganronpa anime, Ruby, if you count that. Like Edge Runners. And I watched those as adults, or as an adult. So like, I didn't even really watch Pokemon as a kid because it aired at like 4 in the morning on Teletoon here. Guys, we're not friends. No, quite the opposite. We're in competition. We're enemies.
But
You know,
What?
but what? Stop trying to force your contradictions on me and just accept what I'm telling you.
Come on.
Yeah? You have something to say, say it. Otherwise, keep your mouth closed.
I'm
What are you
sorry.
crying for, Puppo? I'm sorry.
Stop fucking
You
around.
shithead. You get off on bullying people that can't fight back? You won't try that on me. So you're back to pretending to be friends, huh? And how long do you think that's gonna last?
Piece of shit.
Fuck you.
What?
Is that all you can say? It's unfortunate you'd waste your breath on such empty gibberish.
You son of a bitch.
That's it. You're fucking dead. Yeah. Okay, so let's get the character built. I don't have the time for it. If you guys ever want videos out of me, you need to not get me into anything else. Because if I start on anime, we're not getting more videos. We're getting less. Or you're going to get my anime takes, which I am certain will be bad.
Just a second.
Hold on. Just calm down.
Piece of shit.
I am calm. How is this calm? I don't have any intention of working with the rest of you any longer. To cooperate during an elimination game is, well, frankly, it's a waste of time. And I hate wasting my time. Waste of time?
Not possible.
Engaging in friendly group meals is out of the question. Someone could easily poison our food. And I'd rather not become part of the Last Supper just yet.
Shit.
Quit talking like you're in a fucking movie or something.
Goodbye.
All I'm saying is that ultimately you are all free to do whatever you want on your own. Goodbye. I really do. Oh God, I need to sleep more. So you come next time we have an ad break, I'm gonna go get some melatonin so I can force myself to sleep. Then a second glance back, Byakuya left. There wasn't anything we could do to keep him from going. His way of thinking was just beyond anything the rest of us could even comprehend.
But
Was he serious with all that? He was, without a doubt.
don't fuck with me.
Well, fuck him then.
Maybe.
But what he said might not necessarily be wrong. I mean, can you say for sure someone won't poison our food? Hey, come on. You too, Toko? Yeah, Toko, the
Anyway.
one who's always such a beam of sunshine. Sunshine. Oh, yeah. Honestly, that's the thing. Same thing that, like, whenever people have ever mentioned, like, you should make a Persona video, I'm like, no. Do you think I want that? I'm already kind of annoyed playing with fire when it comes to, like, Danganronpa fans, like, visual novel fans in general. I have no interest in putting my takes about Persona out into the world. Unless it was something that I, like, really felt confident in. But even then, like, going back and trying to get footage for a Persona game would take fucking forever, and I just don't have the time for it. Well, it's not like anyone would care even if I was gone, right? Actually, I bet you all want me gone. You all think I'm disgusting. None of us think that. You just think you don't think that. I know some people like to play the victim, but this is just totally out there. You think I don't know, but I do. You want me gone. And I'm sure the rest of you want the same thing, don't you? Hey, Toko, wait. Just let her go. Once she gets going like that, there's nothing you can say to bring her back. But honestly, that's also kind of why I feel okay just staying in my little space on the internet. Because as much as I like it when my videos do well, I don't want to be part of it. Because, like, the thing with Danganronpa fans is that Danganronpa fan, it's the meme of, like, what is it? It's, fuck. Don't come for Danganronpa fans. We've never played our own games. Like, they're like that, but at least you can, like, there's still discourse about it, even if a lot of it is, like, broadly kind of incoherent because people don't pay attention. It's a lot easier to cut out those people. Whereas, like, with Persona, there's so much more going on. And there are also so many people who, like, have made it their entire personality, but also in a way that's a lot harder to talk about because it's like I feel with Danganronpa you could talk about like queer characters or queer coded characters or whatever a lot more, whereas like with Persona people get so fucking weird about it. Whose dog is barking? God. Ultimately, our breakfast meeting came to an end without answering any questions. Everyone headed back to their rooms. I'm tired already, but I don't have any time, or I don't have time to take even one day off. I need to get myself going. Also, yeah, sorry, the blue sky thing popping up and there just reminded me. I do really love that new feature that Blue Sky has where like you can put, if you tell Blue Sky that you're live, it'll like have a little live icon on your profile picture for the entire time, or you can like set it for like 3 hours or whatever. I do kind of wish I could keep track of when you actually are live, but like it's still really nice to actually have that. I feel like people don't notice when you go live a lot of the time, and so that's like a lot more useful. And I feel like ever since I've started doing that, I think more people have shown up, which is kind of nice. We're gonna do a little bit of Monokuma stuff. Oh, wait, how do I? Oh. Come on. What is that? Oh, why is it so slow? I forgot that this was like... I think in the later games it moves faster. Also, there's less items in this one, isn't there? I don't know what it means when it like does that little twitch thing. I've never really figured out what that's supposed to mean. Like, does it mean that it's like eventually gonna get lucky, or like it's closer to getting lucky? I don't know. Because you can eventually get lucky and it'll give you like free rolls, but I don't really know what the condition for that is. I just have to look it up, I guess. I don't know. I just want to make sure we have enough stuff to actually... I should see what I have. Hold on, we'll roll a couple more of these and we're going to see what we have so we can hang out with someone. Because I want to hang out with Celeste. I think at least something we have has to be good for Celeste, surely. Also, God, thank you, Juan. I'm glad you like it. There we go. Now we're lucky. Oh, okay. Sure. Oh, thank God. Priorities. Who's it that you can give that to? 'Cause that's for a man, isn't it? That's a men's thing. I think it's... Fuck, it's, isn't it Mondo? I think actually Loincloth is also one of his. Okay, this is the last one we're going to do, then we're going to go check and see what we already have, because surely we've got to have something Celeste would like. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Wrong button. That's so loud. Also, let me actually pull up what Celeste's items are. Where is my fucking mouse? There we go. Okay, so let's see here. We don't have that. She likes that. Dish Red Bull from last year for flavor. What was the summer edition Red Bull? I feel like I never really drink Red Bull. I used to always drink Silver Ice Rock Stars. And now I usually get like the watermelon lemon Celsius. Yeah, okay. So we've got this one for her, and we've got some other ones later too. But Actually, wait here because we'll run an ad, and then we'll get that done, and then we'll come back. Peach Edition. Oh, that one. I feel like I saw that on shelves. I never actually tried it, but if it's good, maybe I should. All right, what time is it? My VoD. 23. All right. Sounds good. So we're gonna run that ad, and then we will be right back. It's like fair enough. Okay, we're back. Sorry, I was trying to mouse over to this and see what this meant. Hi Seiji, how are you doing? Also, while I was on the break, wait.
Are you single these days?
None of your business.
Again, I cannot reiterate strongly enough. If Francois Arnaud or Arnaud, whatever the fuck, I'm so bad at pronouncing things right now. I don't know what's wrong with me. Francois Arnaud, I think I'm getting it worse over time. If a man like that or the man himself ever shows up in my life and sweeps me off my feet, if any of you try and save me from the decisions I'm about to make in that scenario, I will kill you to death with a gun myself. Also, funny story, the guy, the director for Psycho Sleuth DM'd me, because I DM'd him the video, or the tweet about it, and was like, hey, like the video's out. I just want to let you know it was out, or that the one that I asked you the questions about, if you want to check it, it's there. Thanks for answering my questions, all that stuff. Yeah, that's not from you. I would kill you with a gun even faster. I'm so serious. My history with men has been tragic enough that if it gets halfway decent, like, because I've become obnoxious even when it's not very good. I'll eventually be like absolute shit, and I'm like, I'm prepared to die for this man. So if it's a good one, you know, the director DM'd me and was like, "Thank you so much for the link and for featuring Psycho Sleuth. Just watch the video. Really appreciate the depth of your analysis regarding mental illness in this genre. It was a pleasure answering your questions." And some other stuff that was a little bit more directed towards like our just some nicer comments that we were talking about. But I don't know. I'm very glad that they interpreted it positively. Because I was kind of worried that they would interpret it as me trying to take shots at them. Not that I was like trying to shy away from that either, because oh shit, I didn't track my tab. Because I also wasn't gonna like pull punches. Like I think even if they had, like if they'd given me some really shit answers, I would have been like, okay, cool. Then we're including this too, and it'll make you look bad if it makes you look bad or whatever. Where are you? Where the fuck? Did I do all that work just for? Oh, never mind. There she is. Okay. You know, Alex was very nice. I included it in the video, but I think not long after we played it on stream. Let me find it. I sent him a DM about it. Yeah, because they said something along the lines of like, yeah, like let me, or I don't know if they even actually said that I was welcome to message them again, but I was like, they DM'd me directly and like introduced themselves and suggested playing the game. So I was like, I'd seen a review on the Steam page for it that accused it of generative AI, and I know that when we were playing through it, there were a couple of moments that were like, is it? I don't think it is, but like it certainly has some of those tells. So I was like, fuck it. And I DM'd them and I was like, just had a quick question. Was generative AI used for any part of the process, art, writing, etc.? I saw a review claiming that it was and wanted to confirm. And they responded and said, all our scripts and artwork are entirely hand-drawn. No AI was used in any part of the process. We invested a great deal of resources into the art, and because of our love for hand-drawn work, we even created 2D hand-drawn animations. We actually saw that review too, and it really hurt the team. We wanted to explain. We still have all the draft materials, but based on what that person wrote, it seemed like they really dislike our game and even keep following our updates. We were worried if we responded, we might just give them more fuel to continue criticizing us and turn it into an endless back and forth. And like, I don't know. I appreciated that because like, I mean, obviously, you can't take everyone at their word when it comes to that stuff, but like I don't know. I think everything that they've said to me has made me kind of believe that they in general have good intentions, but also like wouldn't do something like that and would be genuinely hurt by someone accusing them of it wrong. Yeah, I think like very professional. Also, like it is their second language. They're from Taiwan, so I think it's their second language. Because I did ask them a question about translation, and the main language for the game I think is what is it? I don't know. I mean, it's Cantonese is the one they speak in Taiwan, right? Or am I getting that confused? Because Mandarin I know is like mainland China. But I think in Taiwan I think it's Cantonese, isn't it? I might be dumb. The point is that like wait, what am I thinking of? Oh, I'm thinking of Hong Kong, aren't I? Hong Kong speaks Cantonese. Never mind, I'm stupid. God, I am dumb. Okay, ignore me. That was genuinely just me getting... things mixed up because I'm dumb. I don't know if the game's language is Taiwanese, though. Actually, hold on. Sorry, now we're getting distracted a bit. Actually, I bet it's on the Steam page. That was going there. I always wanted to go to Hong Kong. I think it'd be nice. My roommate in high school was from... He was from Taiwan, which I think is also why I was assuming that, but... I'm about to play... It should say on here, like, what languages. Oh, yeah, so... Oh, yeah, just as their thing is, Simplified Chinese and Traditional Chinese are the languages on there, so... I don't know what... Either way, the game is not in Taiwanese. Is that hard? Oh, no. Wait. I know Mandarin is spoken in Taiwan. I wasn't that far off. Anyways, that's not important. I'm going to stop embarrassing myself. The point of it is that I think that they were doing a very good job of communicating, especially given, like I think I mentioned it in the video, that like trying to translate something that's so specific is so hard. Like trying to make a game about something as touchy as mental or like cognitive disorders in your second language has, or like not even necessarily, like I don't know, I guess if Alex's first language is English or not. I shouldn't say that, but like definitely the writing team, like the game itself is not being written in English first. It's being written in Chinese first and then translated over. And that is especially challenging. And I think it also shows that they're very patient people, because I can imagine they have a lot of people who are very mad at, or like very, not mad, but like very insistent on having their perspective taken exactly correct or exactly 100% to heart. And I think that that would probably get very exhausting. Anyways, well, if it isn't the D-rank Makoto, is something the matter? God, I need to stop fucking talking. I need to not have opinions until I've slept, is what needs to happen. Let's spend some time with Celeste. Oh my god, finally.
This is fine.
Well then, shall we have a bit of conversation? But don't misunderstand. I have no affection for you on a personal level. Yeah, I can imagine. Spend some time with Celeste. You sleep. There have been times in my life where I've gotten a correct... Actually, for most of my time as a streamer, I did get enough sleep because I was unemployed, so I would just like sleep from like 2 a.m. till noon. I was getting enough hours, I just wasn't sleeping like the way you should. Interesting. The gods heard my prayer and my wish has been granted. This is all because of my daily sympathy and compassion, is it not? Seeing Celeste pleased with something I gave her makes me happy.
Let's see.
Say, Makoto, do you like mahjong? I've never actually played.
Most unfortunate.
Is that so? A pity. I was hoping we might play together. Are you good at it?
Yes, indeed.
Good? No, I am not merely good. I once played a game of Russian roulette mahjong and won. Russian roulette? It was a truly fierce contest put on by a half-insane billionaire in the basement of his mansion. My opponents were a fierce old man and a silver-haired boy who is said to have the devil's own luck. We played with a modified rule set. I remember well the glass tiles we used. And you won?
Indeed.
I defeated them both at once. I will never forget the angry, twisted looks on their faces. The crowd that had been invited to watch became positively riotous. Nobody could believe I had won. That is one of my fonder memories. I'm really glad I didn't agree to play mahjong with her. I want to play mahjong. I feel like if you told me the names of the characters, I think there's a decent chance I'd recognize them from that. But maybe it's my fault. Maybe I need to read more indie media. More edgy things, like non-webtoons webcomics. Maybe my cell phone is increased. Oh, Naruto? Wait. Okay, I need to stop reading comments word by word and actually read the full thing before I start reacting to them. I was like, wait, I know Naruto, and then I was like, wait, no, I'm being made fun of. Because I was like, that doesn't sound like either of those people. I'm able to comprehend Celeste's fearsome past. I went back to my room. Do you know that Papa will be incredibly mean and bully me endlessly, and then the second I push back, he'll cry? I can't just sit around here. I should head out. I need to figure out what else of these is one that I have. Oh my god. I hate that. Every time it feels like it feels like I'm getting my ears clapped. I hate it so much. It's so loud. We also have one of these. Okay, perfect. That actually works fine. Also correct? Yeah. Excuse me. I'm so excited that I get to be mean when we... Where the fuck are you, Celeste? Did it not say she was here? Oh, she's over here. Oh, yeah, I remember the very first time I played this game, this is where I encountered her for that same story that we just had. I have grown entirely accustomed to life here. With enough time, any place can eventually come to feel like home. Should I hang out with Celeste for a while? Yes.
As for me...
999 stream? Oh yeah, no, 999, I'm gonna be gaslighting the fuck out of Popo. And I truly frightened myself. To captivate even insignificant little creatures like yourself. I spent some time with Celeste. I mean, like, maybe part of it's her design, but like Celeste as a content creator would go gangbusters. She'd make $1 billion. Celeste, I think you're a little closer today. Would you like to give Celeste a present?
Well.
Wait, did I not get that right last time? That wasn't the same reaction. Yeah, last time you gave her the left side string, she didn't really react that much. Oh, okay, maybe it's just like multiple. She does already have a VTuber design. I feel like, actually, I just haven't really seen that many VTubers who do the twin tail. There are some who do like the spiral, the corkscrew, but not many. I guess because it's kind of hard to compete on that front, I guess. I'm trying to think. There are some though, right? I think there's some corporate ones that I can remember. Anyway, it's not important. So I can have this? I may have to revise my initial impression of you. The more wonderful things I receive from you, the better impression I get. It's a little cliche. Whatever. Done. See, this is why I'm glad that I'm not overexposed to it. Because I just get to enjoy this for what it is. Seeing Celeste so pleased with something I gave her makes me happy. Celestia Ludenberg. I feel like That's a controversial stream to do at some point. Fuck the stream that I did with Bo and Lunex about which characters in Danganronpa deserve better. How racist is each Danganronpa character? Because I feel like, unfortunately, a lot of them would be more than I would like to acknowledge. But I don't think... I feel like Celestia's problem would be that she would be... I don't think of the right way to put it. That would be us stream for sure. That would get shit heated. If I'm ever really desperate for some engagement, that's what we'll do, I guess. But no, I feel like Celestia wouldn't be like... I don't know, actually. I don't think Celestia would be like actively racist. Oh, guys will be just seeing my face part of the look. I don't think that she would expect others to do that. I think she would expect them to find a way to convey their look. Like, I don't think she'd be one of those people who's like exclusionary of black girls who wanted to like get it like who wanted to get into like the Lolita fashion or like kind of the goth vibe. Like, I don't think she'd be one of those people because like those people are all over Twitter where they'll be like very weird about it. I don't think she'd be on that level. I think that her issue and where she would get canceled is that she would be expecting them to like match her output or like match what she perceives as the quality of her own looks, like be on par with her without being willing to acknowledge that there's like systemic things and like, you know, hair texture and stuff like that that get in the way. You know what I mean? Like, she would be kind of the type who's like, I found makeup that works for me. Why can't you? Meanwhile, it's like, well, there's 2 black shades or like 2 shades that are darker than paper. So like, yeah, of course you have an easier time, Celeste. I think that's where she would get in trouble. I think it would be very like, and it's not even that she wouldn't be willing, like she had never thought of that difference. She'd just be like, you should have worked harder. You should have found a way to make this work. I think I'm talking myself into thinking that Celeste is a little bit racist. I don't like that. But I do also think that she's kind of in that same category as like Byakuya, where I think like they're too like, it's all about the game for them. She would be extremely classist, 1000%. And I think that's also where she'd get a little like the accusations of racism, because she wouldn't be willing to make an excuse for someone who, like, she wouldn't, not an excuse. She wouldn't be like willing to, she wouldn't be willing to accommodate the fact that different people have different access. But I think also she would argue that it's more racist to not hold everyone to the same standard. I think that would be her argument. I don't think... I think Byakuya would just find a version of that for everyone, though. Like, I think whatever your hair texture is, he'd think it's lesser than, because it's just going to be like that towards everyone. If you have straight hair, he'd say it's too thin. If you had curly hair, he'd say it's too frizzy. Like, I think that Byakuya would find a thing to hate about everyone in that sense. But I think... I don't know, though. Because Celestia also isn't, like... She's not trying to be, like, one of those, like, conservatives who's, like, faux tea party who's like, yeah, everyone can build themselves up. Like, Donald Trump pretending to be a working man. She's not like that. She very much so believes that there are lower class and upper class. And she also is perfectly fine with the lower class saying where they're at. Yeah, partially that. But I think, like... Celestia's not kind of the lower class, but also, like... She's not going to expect someone that she perceives as being lower class to be able to compete on her level, I guess, which is its own issue. But like, I don't know. Regardless, though, I think one of the things that comes up kind of with all the Danganronpa characters really is like they're so obsessive about their thing, like whatever they're best at, that I think that would like if Celestia met someone who could gamble as well as her, or like someone who could beat her at these games, that would be what she would respect. Like, I don't think that she would be like uniquely hard to convince based on really any like class or like class. You probably have a harder uphill battle to get into the rooms that she's in, but like I think she'd still be willing. Like, game recognized game, I think, is kind of where a lot of Danganronpa characters would end up on that front. Like Byakuya would be willing to be the equivalent of like the straight man version of that meme that's like when two joint queens meet to maximize their joints, or two queens meet to maximize their joint slay. Like, I think if he could find someone he thought could be on his level, he would be willing to sit down with them, you know? God, we're... Maybe we shouldn't do that stream, because not even that I think it would be problematic, it's that I think I would just never shut the fuck up. We'd never get anywhere. We get through 3 characters in 12 hours. Anyway, Celestia Ludenberg. Celestia Ludenberg. What are you doing? No matter how many times I hear it, I never tire of hearing my own name. Isn't it so splendidly charming? Oh, yeah, I've been wondering about that. Why that name?
Well,
Ifumi canceled for pro shit. Ifumi would be canceled for so much shit. Ifumi would be like the lol cow. Usual stream. Yeah. Why? I mean, is it from something? Why'd you pick it? I did not pick it. My name was given to me by my mother and my father. Come on, that can't be your real name, can it?
this is fine.
It is indeed my real name. Make no mistake about that. Okay, so your parents gave you that name?
Indeed.
That's right. My father is French nobility and my mother is part of a German family of musicians. If we Google Donkey. Oh, I feel like... There's no way that's true. But okay, so you were born in France or Germany? Tochigi. Now we're getting somewhere. I was born in the capital of Tochigi, which is known for its delicious gyoza. 5 minutes on the castle. Do you know of which city I speak? Says the capital of Tochigi and is famous for its gyoza. Girl, I don't fucking know. Yeah, that whole franchise? I have no idea what that franchise is about. Let's see here. It's on me. Let's see. It's on Amiya, right?
Oh,
They're going to jail. That is correct. You have proven you are roughly as intelligent as an elementary school student. Or a high schooler, maybe?
actually,
You may be surprised to learn that I absolutely adore gyoza. I love its stench, its base vulgarity. So as you can imagine, I'm quite disappointed that I will never taste my hometown's gyoza again. Oh shit. Never say never, you know. Once we get out of here,
is that okay?
we will never get out of here. How long will you continue with this ridiculousness? You should give up.
Do you understand?
Yeah, that's also true, Sitch. I mean, like, I think it's fun to think about, but also, like, is the problem with a lot of these, it's like with Persona, like, that's kind of what I was saying about that before, too, where it's like, Persona fans would not be willing, like, can you imagine doing something like that with Persona characters? Fucking, you'd get to Akechi and there would be actual gunfire coming in through your window. It would be bad. They can hardly handle the idea that the obviously gay characters are gay. Like, but no, I think like it's fun to just sort of like think through that stuff, because it's like, if you overthink things to their logical endpoint, it doesn't necessarily tell you something more about that media, because obviously it's just using it like a thought experiment, but it can tell you more about how you think about things. Yeah. If you don't, it can only lead to murder. And red eyes, now it's all black and red. Wait. Oh, I do recognize that meme. I've seen her picture going around. But also, yeah, it is giving... I don't know if she's their mother, but she's most certainly their headmistress. I saw that one, Min, and like... One day we're going to get a game that actually has that level of like heartbreaking gay yearning, and it's going to be devastating. It'll be for Discord. I mean, look what happened with Heated Rivalry. Those men are just like fucking like crazy, and it's caused as much discourse. If we got like just some unadulterated gay yearning where it doesn't get resolved, like imagine a Persona game where it starts with that and then 60 hours later, you finally get the resolution. Look how bad, like, insane people got with Heated Rivalry when it was, like, 6 episodes or whatever. If you made them play an entire Persona game to get to the resolution of that, they would be... People would become animals. The more I talk to her, the more I just don't understand her. Diana Gihuk. That's true. Diana Gihuk. I'm very gay urinating. I think you just hear what you want to hear. Skill raise. Give yourself a pat on the back. You've earned it. When you find mana coins in an hour and more than you did before. Oh my god, look at that. Quick character all the time. Why is she named like she's her own Mega Evolution Stone? Ding dong, ding bong.
Soon the doors to the dining hall. Okay then.
Bye, Monokuma. Another day gone. But even though today is over, this game definitely isn't. How long is this going to keep going? Probably until like more people die, Makoto. I don't know. All the stress and anxiety kept me from falling asleep until late in the night. Whenever I spot a cute girl, I have a tendency to stare. I can't help it. I just gaze with intensity. The other day, I rode my bike to the train station.
I was in the bathroom, just looking at myself in the mirror.
Sister. Jesus. You know what? You can always give anime as a medium the credit for being willing to go there and do something.
Good morning,
You can never say that
everyone.
anime doesn't do
It is now
enough.
7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time. Get ready to...
Anyways, guys better head to the dining hall before anything else. What if I go to the bathroom? You know, I myself turn away from Sayaka's death. For Sayaka and for myself. Okay, well, what if you need to take a piss? Like, it is just a bathroom. You can't also... It's just so fierce. Leon used this lint roller when he... oh no. Like, I mean, I guess it is... I don't know why I'm making fun of him. That is like a pretty reasonable response, I guess. Like, you big baby, get over it. Here's my stupid toolkit right now. Well, I want another $1. Oh, maybe killed. I know, that anime, like... The animation's like 6 seconds long, but it's so like... Oh, look at that. Yeah, next coins now. That is... That's honestly real of her. Can you imagine going to a school that looks like this? There's a bath, and there's a laundry, and then there's the murder hallway where you live, and then there's like inexplicably like 12 trees that grow in this like little mini prison that you kind of have windows out into. Also, I just realized it means like anyone who's in here, if those aren't boarded up, you can just like look into them. Like, the people on this side, their windows being boarded up doesn't really mean that they can't get anywhere, which makes it kind of weird that they... Because it's not like this leads outdoors. But, like... Yeah, they can just, like, see outside. But also everyone can see in there. That's so weird. I don't know how I didn't really... honestly, maybe I did think about that before and just, like, didn't remember that I thought about it. Yeah, went to the breakfast meeting, same as always. But... Is this everyone? It feels a little small. Byakuya and Togo had stormed off yesterday and wasn't too surprised when they hadn't come back. Even the table looks bigger somehow. Why do I not remember him making these faces? It's so adorable of him. I assume that is because 3 people are dead and 2 are abstaining. Yeah, with 5 people missing, I guess it would feel kind of empty. I guess it is. Still, I know Byakuya is whatever, but shouldn't we go check on Toko?
For serious?
I won't know. She's super annoying. How can you be so cold? You are like a piece of rock candy.
You hear me?
What? No, rock candy isn't cold. It's sweet.
Shit.
Anyway, Byakuya's a real problem. If you don't keep an eye on him, he might really kill someone. You can see it in his eyes. Got no choice. Get some rope. We're gonna have to keep him bound and gagged. I think that's going a little overboard.
Count on it.
He's right. In this situation, there's nothing scarier than when an ally turns loose cannon. Which is why we should turn loose cannon first. It's just like when we were kids and someone would go crazy at sports day or whatever.
What?
The fuck are you talking about? You're gonna use the ropes, use some tug of war or something? Idiot.
It can't be.
I'm not an idiot.
You!
You're an idiot.
Damn
Who you calling stupid? No one. He called you an idiot. Yeah. Well, and also the fact that it's like just this weird sterile hallway. Like, I get why they, like, obviously it's just because it fits the story and, like, it doesn't really match with anything that we see, like, in the anime of the building or anything like that. But, like, it is just so funny to conceptualize this school that's, like, one front door, a school store directly across from the front, or no, yeah, the school store is directly across from the front door. Then there's the nurse's office. Then there's an AV room. Then there's, like, 4 classrooms, a gym, 15 bedrooms, a garbage room, a dining room, a laundry room, a bathhouse, and then on this, like, that's all you get on the first floor. Oh, and a warehouse, and kind of the trial room, but I'm assuming that wasn't really part of the school before. Huh? What's wrong, Chihiro? You don't look so great.
Oh.
I'm just going through a little self-loathing. Huh? Self-loathing? Well, I mean, kinda. I guess that's... Yeah. Kicked out is a description for what happens to them. Well, after what Byakuya said to me yesterday, I just got so nervous I locked up. I couldn't say anything. Mondo ended up having to help me out. And even he said I was someone who can't fight back.
Oh.
I hate how weak I am.
Ah.
I see. So Mondo made you depressed.
What?
How's it my fault?
What? Hey, come on.
I wasn't trying to be mean. Besides, girls are just naturally weak anyway, right? Sakura beat his ass. Oh. Are you crying? It's because you were screaming like a lunatic. Oh. Chihiro's superior for this.
Hey, come on.
Don't cry. It's my fault, okay? I won't yell at you anymore. Really? I'm not sure I can believe that.
Huh?
Just shut up.
What?
I got it. I'll make you a promise as a man.
Huh?
Promise as a man?
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe I mentioned this before, but ever since I was a kid, there's one thing my brother told me over and over. He said that no matter what, a real man always keeps his promises. That's what he left me. Left you? Oh, yeah. My brother's dead. Oh, I see.
That's true.
Anyway, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to make all you guys cry.
Yo.
Anyway, so you can trust me when I make that promise. So you don't got to cry anymore. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mondo. Oh my god, he's blushing.
But
But I still don't like how I am right now. I have to get stronger. If I'm so weak anything can make me cry, that's not good. Shit, I keep hitting the mic. Still, don't stress out too much about having to get stronger. He's like, fuck, let me pull out the sad tale just to make sure that no one gets too mad at me right now. No, I want to get stronger. Maybe I should start working out. In that case, I would be happy to help you out any time. Then Miss Fujisaki would get smashed into a billion pieces.
just a second.
Shut up, you.
You know?
I was born at a very young age. I have to believe that's improv because it is the funniest fucking thing. Like, I say that all the time. And I wish more people picked up on what I was saying. Because, like... like, I think people just, like, don't really listen for it. Because it just sounds like nothing. But it's so fucking funny. Oh, finally cracked a smile, huh?
I see.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Everyone, thank you. Looks like your hero's gotten some life back. Yeah, man, if we keep helping keep helping each other out like this, we're bound to get out of this crappy place sooner or later. I mean, someday, I'm sure. Or not. So our biggest concern right now is the other two who never showed up to breakfast. What can I do to try and understand those two better? Either the cognitive impairment of being kicked in the head by a horse that wealth gives you, or like just Fujo out within an inch of your life, I think. What should I do today? Let's hang out with, what's her face? Oh, what is the whole thing? It's like, well, I mean, I don't know if I can complete the whole thing that she says, because it's like, eventually it's like, she just wakes up covered in her own shit, and I don't want to say that one. That's not something you can say in the workplace. I get in trouble for that. Wait. I was trying to actually find what the gifts are. So what do we have? Fuck! I'm only hitting my bell wrong like that. It's too much. Where's my, oh, fuck. I keep hitting the mic. Everlasting bracelet is something she likes, but not something she loves. Oh, we don't have a rose whip for her. We'll try and play some games for it. Also, actually, what we'll do is we'll run an ad break while we're doing that. Get them out of the way for a bit. I don't know if that noise was at all necessary, but sure. Almighty Monomono machine. I think I called Monokuma Monomono for a long time. Or not a long time, for like a while. I think it was in the old messages of Squidgy. Just fuck ass pants. I need you to do this funny little face. I love how these items are just kind of blobs. Like, what the fuck is that? Oh my god, free. I was about to say that they should bring Deja back for All-Stars, and I completely forgot that they did bring her back. We just keep getting man thongs. It's wild. It feels targeted. And the fucking just loincloths and man thongs. It does at some point. I mean, it's not an accident. Also, I'm getting so many lucky ones. That one's a salt pile, isn't it? Okay. Also, do you guys remember that, like, that company that's doing the, like, Edo Atsuki, God, the way that they did this season of All-Star, like, I like the structure of it. It's stupid to do, like, 3 episodes or 2 episodes or whatever it was they did in the little groups. I don't know. I think that was dumb. Honestly, I would kind of live for them doing it like Survivor, where they do the 3 groups again. But instead of them all competing in separate weeks, they all, like, I don't know, have to do, like, each week they have to do some sort of, like, a group challenge of some sort, and then whichever group performs the worst in it, then they have to do them, like, the actual main challenge or something, and then the losers get picked out of that, the winners get picked out of, I don't know, something like, just something. Because I feel like it would really suck to be on All-Stars, and then, like, your episodes air, like, 1st, 2nd, and then, like, 5th and 6th. Like, Mistress's run was so weird. Anyways, we got the one that we were looking for. Or one of the ones we're looking for anyways. What was I gonna say? I can't remember. Was she also in the same spot as before? Excuse me. Must be, yeah. Ah, Makoto. I should tell you, I have recently seen the shadow of death upon you. That is just a little joke. I love comedy. Yeah, like... There was so much potential for drama, and then they didn't really do anything with it. I don't know. I mean, I kind of also get why they did it the way they did, because then it means that queens don't have to have, like they don't have to take out another mortgage just to go, but, like... I don't know. There's got to be a better way to do it. You would seem I'm going used to seeing your deplorable face. This is another aspect of adaptation, I suppose. Despite her thinly veiled insults, I spent some time with Celeste. Celeste and I grew a little closer today. Would you like to give Celeste a present? Yes. I think I should be allowed to give her a gun. I don't have any of those, so we just have this one. Interesting. The gods heard my prayer and my wish has been granted. This is all because of my daily sympathy and compassion, is it not? Denali is always, like, she's just one of those queens that the franchise weirdly hates. Like, not the fans, but just, like, the show itself is just, like, weirdly not willing to give her flowers. Like, what? Oh, fuck, what was the lip sync that she ended up doing that, like, they completely robbed her? That was with Ginger, wasn't it? Where she, like, absolutely ate that shit, and then whoever she was up against did not do as well. I'm pretty sure it was Ginger. But, like, yeah, the Miley Cyrus one. Yeah, like, because that's the thing is that, like, no one gets their, like, grand exit. No one gets their, like, moment to just have their goodbye. They just kind of, like, get sent home unceremoniously, and that kind of sucks. And, like, because that's the thing, like, All-Stars is your chance to, you know, remind people that you exist and, like, you know, get a chance to, like, up your booking fees and, like, reestablish your narrative if you don't like what your first season had. But it's also, like, if you're not given a chance to make that impact, then it's just... It is just... Like, I think that makes it more of a waste of money for a lot of the queens. Because, like, Denali, Deja... I would say Carrie Colby, although I think Carrie Colby just kind of... I don't know. I think she was more interesting on her first season. But, like... even, like, Nicole Paige Brooks... Like... Imagine if we'd gotten a proper full season with her. We got her for like 2 episodes. I don't know. I think, like... Yeah, they don't get to be robbed. They don't get their moment of, like, Alyssa going home over... over Roxy. Or, like... Like, remember when Roxy was the flop who got carried through a season? Like, God, All-Stars used to be so good. But yeah, I don't know. Denali is always one of those ones that's pissed me off how the franchise or how the show treats her, because it's just like they don't even like hate her. They just like disrespect her and pretend she's not there and very good. Wait, I don't think Carrie was robbed. I don't think she was very good. I don't know why they brought her back as the returning. I think they brought her back because they very clearly wanted to give it to a certain queen and did not want to reintroduce any competition for that crown. I think that's why they did that. But like, where's the rain? Where's the photo shoot? God. Georgia's being bitter makes her like her funniest self. Being bitter is funny. Georgia's bitter is funnier than Georgia's high. Anyways, also please with something I gave her, make me happy.
As for me...
Hello, Makoto. I must say I am quite troubled. Huh? How come?
Indeed.
I'd like you to teach me something. What?
Actually,
I want you to teach me how to play shogi. Sorry, I don't know how to play either.
honestly.
I see. You really are useless, aren't you? Okay. But I'm surprised you don't know how to play. Is it because there's no, like, shogi gambling circuit?
Oh,
Oh, there most certainly is. What, really?
indeed.
But it is all underground. It is rather shady, all things considered. I have tried my own hand at it, naturally. Wait, even though you don't know how to play?
Are you okay
That
with
is why I wish
this?
to learn now. I placed my pieces without even thinking. What on earth was I doing? And you still tried to win an underground shogi tournament? Tried? Oh, no, I did win. You won? I didn't really understand, but apparently my final opponent was infamously powerful. She was rather odd. She was a voluptuous woman who dressed as an exotic French maid. Yeah. Well, and also the way they did the merge was so bizarre too, because they're like, okay, we have 2 episodes of competition, and then it's the finale, and it's like, there's like 8 people left. What's the point of having a merge? At that point, just do the lip sync. I don't know. Everything about that season, every stage of the competition needed to have 3 more episodes in it, I think. Anyways, voluptuous woman who dresses as an exotic French maid. Oh my god, it's Yvette the maid. Bon, d'accord, but it is dark upstairs and I'm frightened of the dark. Mon dieu. I can't handle this anymore. But how did you win? Beginner's luck, perhaps? I don't think beginner's luck works in shogi. Also, what makes you not the ultimate lucky student? You're just like better at manipulating than Makoto. Is that so? Yeah, the more I learn about Celeste, the less I understand her. Sami Landry? Tu walk toi? Tu walk toi? Fuck it. I'm not ever. At this point, I've like misquoted so many times that the wrong versions of it have just become correct to me. So report card has been updated. Your maximum skill points increased. Look at you go. Hearing from Celeste Fears and Pass, I went to my room. Honestly, Sami Landry is very clearly Canada's Alaska. And if we don't get her on All-Stars, we're just going to be robbed of that. Like, give her like 3 years to cook. Yeah, I know how it went. Like, genuinely, like, bring her back in like 2030 for an All-Star season. And like, I'm so confident that she's going to just obliterate. Especially like bring her onto an American All-Stars season, a modern American All-Stars. Provided they don't bring Ginger back to give her a second crown, like she'll dog walk them. It wouldn't even be funny. Drag Race season 13. Yeah, well, like it's especially crazy because she has some of like the best lip syncs of modern Drag Race. Like her, oh fuck, what's it called? The one where she's dressed like a parrot and she's up against Kimora Hall. Like I know how that song goes. I can't remember the name of it anymore. I'm sure I remember if I heard it, but like, you guys know the one I'm talking. Like the one where she just fucking like obliterated it. It was so fucking. They had her like lip syncing on ice skates in the NHL, like for Pride nights, and like they just kind of pretend she doesn't exist. It's so weird. Like, truly deserves better. Still plenty of time left in the days. I feel like just sitting here. Maybe I'll go explore. Which means we also have to go get... Fuck! I keep pressing the wrong button. 100% pure... That's the one, yeah. I don't know why I can remember that. That's like a pretty... It's not a song with a lot of lyrics that you confuse for the title, I guess, but... Why is everyone hanging out in the dormitory right now? 100% pure love. That's the thing too, is like... I mean, I think kind of with All-Stars, it is just an inherent downside is that, like, you don't get that moment of, like, a queen fucking giving her to save her life. Last season? Oh, yeah, like, what, hold on, what was the one that she did? See you again. That's what it was. God, do you remember all the rumors back then when people were like saying that Denali was like fucking livid that she lost that one? She was like, this is all racist bullshit. Like on set that she was apparently like basically refusing to participate. Well, and also, like, also if RuPaul didn't want to fuck Pearl and didn't kind of carry her to the end. Like, another Pearl was plenty talented. Like, she could have probably gotten there on her own. Oh, yeah. Which, like, I mean, we've talked about this endlessly. I think that Naomi should have gotten the win in All-Stars because, A, some of the best fucking performances of the entire, like, franchise across all countries, across all of everything. Like, her All-Stars run was extremely good. Like, had some of the best lip syncs, played the game harder than anyone else ever did, successfully anyways. Put her on Traders. Naomi Smalls would be the one Drag Race queen who can actually do well on Traders, and you know it would make Bob and Monet livid. Peppermint would be supportive, but Bob and Monet would be so annoyed that Naomi could get, like... Because if she was a Trader, she'd make it, like... I think she could win it all. I think she'd be the one Drag Race queen who could also get along with the Real Housewives. I mean, if they follow the trend of constantly eliminating black queer people in the first, like, chance they get, yes. But I do think that Naomi could fucking... I think that she could sneak through them in a way that Bob and Monet couldn't, because Bob and Monet have it too... It's too clearly written on their face that they're a game player. And I think Naomi, she always has that, like, effortlessly laid back, like... casualness to her, I guess. And I think that would make it a lot easier for her to get further than the other two have, or the other three have, I guess. I keep kind of afraid Peppermint was on it, because Peppermint feels like such a, like, weird pick for Traders. JJ can't be like the other queen. JJ can keep getting whacked. I know you hate Lemon. JJ still should have gone home first over her, but they were like, well, she's the only representative of her country, so we should give her to Lemon because there's another Canadian. Like, fuck you. What? That's why it was one of the only things that Global All-Stars got right is they were like, you all get one. And I'm pretty sure that's why they do it that way now. But also, yeah, Pangina fucking... God, Pangina was so fucking good. I'm honestly surprised that the Versus the World franchise didn't die. Oh, why are you just there? Are you just standing in the corner of the room?
How are you?
Hi, Makoto, how are you?
Indeed.
Would you like to play a game of chance with me? I would be happy to empty your wallet and show it to you. Celeste gave me the business. Celeste and I grew a little closer today. Would you like to give Celeste a present? Yes. Why does his luck never kick in? It's just these two, right? Yeah, so Zill's dying. Lemon's package on UK versus the world was better than her Canada versus the world 2, what I think, in a lot of ways. I don't know. The versus the world franchise is just fucking cursed with lifting lays and Amazon, right? Did you not see Janie Jacquet? Let's not tell stories out of school here. But also, like, I don't know. I truly believe the Versus the World franchises are cursed. They need to be killed. They need to just let these countries have their own fucking all-stars. It's stupid that they don't. Because they're doing... Didn't they do Down Under versus the World? Or is that going on right now? Hold on. Is that a real thing or did I hallucinate it? It wasn't announced last year. Oh, and that certainly is a cast, huh? Oh. Wait, there's like 2 queens on this that I'm like actually really sad that this is gonna be all they get. I mean, I don't know if anyone cares about spoilers for the cast of Versus the World. James for okay. You get to have that take, or you get to have the Mew take. You have to pick one. I can't forgive both. I can forgive only one of them. Yeah, so not to give away the rumored cast entirely, but also I don't care. Miss Jade So and Nicole Page Brooks. You're gonna waste them on a Versus the World season? Oh, World of Wonder, you're not seeing heaven for that. Are you fucking kidding me? The gods heard my prayer and my wish has been granted. This is all because of my daily sympathy and compassion, is it not? But like, Miss Jade So needs to be on a season with Fierce Alicious, for one. Because they will either become the best of friends or they'll kill each other. And either way. And yeah, Nicole Page Brooks, what the fuck did, like, RuPaul, what do you have against her? Sorry, Brad. Like, how do you look at Miss Jade So and be like, yeah, what we need to do is put her on like our least popular English language franchise. And not even just the least popular English language franchise, but its spin-off that like everyone hates. Because no one in the Drag Race fandom looks at Versus the World and is like, that's my favorite thing. Because it's robbed everyone of everything. And like I don't hate Tia Coffee. I don't hate Blue. I don't hate Lemon. Like I like Lemon a lot. Who won Versus the World one? That one was Raja. I like Raja. But like I mean, I'm still forever going to be mad about the fact that Isis Couture got done so fucking dirty on Canadaverse. Like, they were filming all winners. And they were like, but what about sending one of the best winners of the entire franchise onto the fucking dog shit spinoff and then treating her like shit and then, like, she just quits. Like, I don't know. Isis is genuinely so good, and it's such a tragedy that she doesn't get any, like, they won't bring her back for more. Look how quickly we become close friends, Makoto. Have we?
Indeed.
So let me share with you something. I will tell you about the biggest crisis I ever faced in my gambling life. Biggest? You had a gambling crisis? What happened? A shadowy organization was hosting a mysterious tournament. The game in which I participated was called King of Liars. King of Liars?
Are you okay with this?
Well, and like, I've said this a million times. I wish Drag Race as a franchise would just be willing to let queens be losers. There's nothing wrong with a queen being a loser. It used to mean something like winning the crown used to mean that you like were the best of the best, but also used to like not winning a crown didn't mean that like the franchise didn't like you. But now it's like, okay, well, we're just giving all of Rue's favors just coming back and getting a crown one at a time. I'm honestly surprised Roxy Andrews didn't get one, but like gave like the one that they gave to Alyssa, which like, God, Global All-Stars, disaster. Like Jimbo coming back. Like All-Stars 8 was one of the most rigged seasons of all time. No wonder everyone wanted to quit. But like, it just sucks. Hey Zaki. No, I'm gonna look exactly like this right up until I give birth. This is what it goes. Laughing at Ginger again. Oh god. Like the thing is, I didn't even dislike Ginger that much, really. Like on our original season, and like I didn't watch that season live. I watched it after All Stars. I think I watched it around like when season 10 was coming out, or like between 9 and 10. But like I didn't mind her there. I thought she was fine. I like her enough. All Stars 2, she wasn't really there for long, so like whatever. All Stars 5, I liked her. Like she was fine on that one. But like, I don't know. All Stars 10 was kind of like, it was a lot. She is very much so Drag Race's Boston Rob. But then everything after this season, she's so like bitter and like clearly not happy with just winning. Like she's upset that they didn't happen earlier. I don't know. But also like, fuck, I know we're getting distracted again. Like the Manila shit, that was good. That sort of thing should happen. Naomi has twice now proven that one of the most the most engaging moments of the show are when an underdog sweeps a front runner. Like Naomi knocking out Acid Betty, and like, first of all, being responsible for both Acid Betty and Manila Luzon going home, that's a fucking resume. Like, aside from everything else, that's incredible. But also like, it's such a hype moment on the show when like one of the queens who doesn't seem like they have that much to offer like pulls it the fuck out. Like Marsha. Like that was like, obviously she wasn't gonna send Anitra home, but like imagine, like she was about as close as you could get. Like she held her own. Nightmare. Oh god. But like that's I mean, I guess during the lip sync Lollapalooza of her season where she like went up against Malaysia, and Malaysia was so confident she was going to beat her, and then Marsha walked all over her. Like, those are the good moments of the show. Those are memorable. And instead they're like, no, we can't let someone beat a front runner because we're sad that Manila didn't win, even though, like, frankly, probably did more for Manila that she got eliminated there. Like, it probably helped Manila, not as much as winning maybe, but, like, she gets to be one of the eternal robbed queens. But yeah, the fact that Marsha wasn't a double Shantae, given how frequently they hand them out now, kind of lame. But, like, also, I don't know. I like that they're willing to look at a queen who does well and still be like, it wasn't enough. Like, that's how it used to be too. And now queens will deliver a half-ass lip sync and still get to stay even when they got eliminated. Like, sometimes it's just queen's time. I don't know. Anyways, it was quite a severe game. When you enter, they strip you of all your assets, money, property, everything. You must use your wisdom, cunning, and luck to battle through challenge after challenge. For the final match, I had to face off with an odd duo. They called themselves the Honest Woman and the Liar Genius. Yeah, I think that's the thing, Mitzi, is like, if this was any season prior to, like, season 10, I think you'd probably say, it would be, like, tough but fair, because they really didn't do double Shantaes back then. But then season 14 is like, well, everyone gets to stay for 45 years, so, like, why are we all of a sudden eliminating people who do well? But they also kind of had to, because they got such a bad reputation for never sending anyone home that they had to start doing it. Yeah, I don't know. Wow, they sound pretty scary.
Actually.
Oh, that part is not important. But during a break, I was careless and spilled some tea on my clothes. I was terrified that the stain would never come out. It was a very difficult time in my life.
Honestly.
I was forced to win more quickly than I wanted so that I could rush to the cleaners. I was able to get the stain out, but it was perilously close. If I had waited even another hour, I would have been forced to throw out my favorite dress. That was her crisis. The biggest crisis she ever faced. I don't even know what to say. I'm still menacing focus. Give yourself a pat on the back. You earned it. But yeah, like, a double win isn't like, oh, I don't want you to go home yet. And it's not, oh, you both did fine. It's like, Marsha and Anitra is one of the only ones that hasn't happened where you could justify it. But, like, Brooklyn versus Evie was one of the few ones where it's like, also fair, keep them both, because they both did really, really well. They both redeemed, like, they did what the lip sync is for, prove that they're in it to win it. Like, entirely a valid double save. Because that one, God, watching that one live is such a fucking moment. Because that's the thing, when there's a good lip sync on Drag Race, it's such a fucking, like, oh, you get so excited. It's so much fun to watch. Like, Marsha and Anisha was one of those. Brooke and Evie was one of those where it's just like, you're just watching it and you're just like, you can just like feel so hyped, and like that's what makes it so much fun. And the fact that they don't give you that anymore as much is so frustrating. Darkwing, George, and Jasmine. Yeah, I know. Candy versus Simone, yeah, that, because like I like Candy, but like send her home. Like, first of all, everyone knew she was gonna come back for All Stars at that point, so like why not just send her home and let her go with some dignity? Instead, she's already been eliminated. Now you're bringing her back, which is such a like rude way to do that too. I don't know, man. Also, Dizzy from Celeste Fears and Past, I went back to my room. What's crazy is if I had just been like playing the game and not getting distracted by 8 million things, we'd probably already be at the class trial. Yeah, well, and like, you know, Candy Muse was never gonna win. Like, even before she got a limit, like, and I don't think she's bad, but like, she clearly wasn't gonna win that season. So why are you going out and sticking your show's integrity as a competitive environment on the line for someone that you're clearly not going to crown? Like, it's not about Candy's skill. Like, I think she still needed some time to cook, but like, thanks, Pictofear. Also, how you doing? But like, I think like the show communicates clearly who it's going to give the crown to. Like, especially in recent seasons, they've really not been willing to hide it. They've been so careful with their winners. Like, I mean, Ginger is an obvious example. I think Angeria is the only recent All-Stars winner who hasn't really had that kind of strap to her. Even with the case of like Jinx is amazing, but like, it was still pretty obvious that that was what they were doing. Can't even. Yeah. It's so much. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy the videos. Welcome in. Usually we actually do play games and just talk about. Actually, I don't know if that's true. I'm not very distracted by Survivor recently, I think. I think that was during shooting, wasn't it? Yeah, God. I was really hoping that when we did the vote for like resurrecting a topic, that the drag race one would come back, because I have so many opinions about that. Honestly, maybe I will just break my own rule and I'll just bring that one back myself, because I need to get it out of my system, clearly. I guess I'm feeling a little hungry. Better get something to eat before it's nighttime. He says, with it being nighttime. I should head to the dining hall then, I guess. I do think it's sometimes kind of funny whenever I bring up Drag Race in my videos. There'll frequently be a comment from someone who's like, did anyone else think that he was talking about like actual drag racing? And I'm like, how is there anyone in my audience who thinks that when I mention the words drag race, I'm talking about cars? Let's see. Oh shit, there's a lot of comments here. Hold on. Let's see. All right, sorry. I'm trying to keep an eye on this video because it's actually performing kind of better than I thought it would. It's 3 of 10 right now, and it's actually not far behind where process elimination was at this point. So that's actually not bad. Girl. What do you mean, girl? Oh, never mind. Girl. I get a little bit tipsy when I drive my car. I just want to get something to eat. And now I'm about to get roped into something like this. Actually, no, I guess I'm already roped in. Oh, we're gonna. Listen to me! Hey, Makoto, perfect timing. Uh-huh. What's going on?
Hey, damn it.
I have a favor to ask. Favor? I have a bad feeling about this. Like, you can tell that the mouse sensitivity is so high because it just flies across the fucking screen. Come on, Makoto, you gotta be our witness. Reaction. Witness to what?
What?
This guy's been talking shit about me since day one, calling me a coward and shit like that.
You're corrupt.
You are a coward. That's why you turn to violence to solve your problems.
You!
That's why you can't do what society asks of you, and why you walk around dressed like that.
Huh?
Fuck you, say? You don't know shit.
You hear me?
You've already lost yourself. You're such a coward you don't even realize it.
Damn you.
So what, you're saying you're not a coward? You think you're tougher than me?
Count on it.
I know I am.
You wanna fight?
Okay then, let's throw down. Prove you got what I don't got.
You hear me?
I accept your challenge.
What?
So that's what's happening, Makoto. You gotta be our witness. You're gonna throw down? You're not gonna like start punching each other, are you?
Hey.
There's a bathhouse on the first floor of the dorm, right? With a sauna inside?
I see.
Simple endurance contest, is it? Why is he just like this silly little guy expression sometimes? And then he just has a fucking bullseye of an eyeball. We're going to see who can stay in the sauna the longest, am I right?
Piece of shit!
Goddamn straight. Oh my god, it's your turn to die. Are you guys really gonna go through with this?
Stop fucking around.
Shit, yeah.
You!
He'll be done in a matter of minutes anyways. People like him, without exception, are all talk.
You wanna throw down?
Bring it on. Yeah, like that face is not anger. That's something else. That's like... That's the kind of face Ilya was making at Shane on the ice. And then sending a text being like, were you hard the whole game? What are you hard the whole game? Bring it on. Hell, let's make things interesting. Wouldn't want to win without a challenge, right? Oh, shit. Interesting?
You son of a
We're gonna
bitch.
battle with all our clothes on. Yeah, I mean, like, Mondo needs to wear clothes, which, like, obviously we know why, but, like...
Ridiculous.
That's idiotic. Suicidal.
You wanna fight?
What, you afraid? You're going to regret this.
Stop fucking around.
Shut up and let's do this.
Hey,
Mondo.
What, asshole?
I love it. They put a towel
Take
over
off
his
your
hair.
uniform, you know? Go ahead. I
You
won't
can take off your
judge.
clothes. It'll be fine with
And
me.
you can shut the fuck up and mind your own business. I mean, look at you. Your face is all red. What are you, one of those goddamn hot spring monkeys?
It just so happens
Eating ass is less
I
gay
was
than this.
born with a red face.
You don't have to act all big, man.
Act, you say?
This is a
still
very
plenty
heated
good to
rivalry
go.
moment.
I'm
This
so
is what
good.
Shane and Ilya
I
look
could
like
eat a
in the
steaming hot bowl of soup
workout
right now.
room or the gym. I can't remember words. Are they okay? I was thinking of hydration check, Beppo. I think when I first played this game, I was like, because I was older, so it wasn't like I was too old for it to hit me that way. But I can only imagine how impactful that would be as like a closeted 14-year-old to play this game. Chihiro and Mondo is such an interesting choice. Also, this Mondo and Taka walk so that Ilya and Shane could run. I think that's the better way to put it. It's not heated rivalry at home. It's I was born with a very red face. I just always looked like I was a hot spring monkey. I was just I always looked like I was losing my contest with my homoerotic friend in this battle in the sauna. The SNL... Yeah, I saw that too. I mean, everything about that SNL parody was a choice, but... Yeah. Making it Harry and Ron... Like, okay, so you guys know nothing. You just... I think I saw one tweet that was like, the reason why they keep doing this with him is because they just have one... They have one redhead man who's willing to make out with anyone, or with any guy. That's valid, man. I can see where that comes from. But like, yeah, obviously, if you're gonna do a heated rivalry parody of Harry Potter, it's Harry and Draco, like the most obvious analogy in the world. God, I want to make a heated rivalry video at some point. No, look at your long bottom. I didn't. Right. Anyways, I tried to push my concerns aside. A few minutes passed, then a few dozen minutes, then an hour.
Don't you think it's about time you gave up?
What about you? You can't even hardly talk. Dumbass.
Say whatever you want. I'm still totally good to go. In fact, I'm starting to feel kind of cold.
That's probably not good.
Hey, guys, I know you both want to prove how big of badasses you are, but don't you think you've done enough?
Shut up!
You're talking about, oh my god, their hyphenated name. I just can't win. Yeah, that's true.
This is a school
It's that meme of like, you can tell when someone's been online for too long, and they're like, we need to be subversive. Let men be men and date women.
It is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to
I mean,
the
again,
dining hall will be locked,
very Shane and
and
Ilya.
entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then.
Hey, did you hear that? It's nighttime. How about we call it a tie?
In a true competition, there's no such thing as a tie. You win or you lose. That's the only thing that matters.
I do love that the implication of this art is that Mondo's just been sitting there silently screaming for like an hour and a half.
Listen to you, you son of a bitch. Then bring it on. I'll push you right up to the gates of hell.
Gates of hell. It's not a good place to push someone. Guys, it's not nice. This isn't good, guys. Yeah, you hear him? Better call him back to your room. I'll let you know how it went in the morning. Then you can start spreading my legend. Yeah, I'm sure it's your legend being spread. Come tomorrow morning. I'm sure you will. You'll fall down in front of me. Down on your knees. I'll show you where to do it. Big talk from someone whose face is about to explode. Right back at you. Okay, well, good night then. Just imagining fucking who would be the best pick for it. I guess not really a good analogy for it. I'm just imagining someone coming in, or Makoto coming in, I guess we'll say, pulling the like Amy Poehler from Mean Girls mom character. She's like, "Do you guys need something? A drink, condoms." Someone. I mean, yeah. No, actually, 100% on the opposite side of that. Izumaru is such a control freak that nothing would be more exciting for him than like losing that control, because that's just how it is in the real world too. The people who like, you know, the most powerful people in the world are the ones who end up being the ones who want a dominatrix, just ruin their lives. Also, yeah, that was kind of what I was thinking too. I was like, damn, like this is like, you'll get on your knees, I'll show you where to do it. Like that's so much. I'm sure to the death? No, surely it wouldn't go that far. No, just to the base. Concerns stay with me as I slowly succumb to sleep. Oh God. Fate does exist. Why is this not working anymore? Girl, what the fuck? Why has this mouse stopped working? I don't like it. Does that mean your future is decided the moment you're born? If all your yesterdays pile up to create your tomorrow, is your future as final as your past? I just don't know.
That's why I'm still alive, because I don't know. That's why I desperately cling to life.
Also, the calendar in the background is just reminding me of Project Eden's Garden, where like they just put a hot male celebrity in all the guys' bedrooms. Ishimaru, I think, would be the type of person who's like, because Mondo seems pretty like stoic, but Ishimaru's vibe would be like, okay, if you're really sure, like I'll tell you what I'm into, and then he'd be like, okay, damn, jeez, I mean, like we can do it, but like holy shit, like would be down for it, but just would be surprised that Taka was like that freaky, like doesn't need to be convinced to do more.
Good morning, everyone. It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over.
Taka's got a giant bruise in the middle of his stomach and refuses to explain.
Get ready to greet another bee.
Morning. I hope Mondo and Taka survived. Word of the two of them, I hurried to the dining hall more quickly than usual. And when I entered... What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about, bro? I mean, like, I can see it, but I think... that's more like a what if, as opposed to reality, you know? What the...
Yo!
Hey, Makoto! Thank you so much for acting as our witness yesterday. Huh? Are they friends now? I can see them occasionally flipping, but I think they would still be pretty, like, they'd be like a 70-30 split in the opposite sides from each other. They friends now? They've been like this all morning. They were all buddy-buddy as soon as they walked in. It feels gross. This is heated rivalry, because she's the female fan of it who's really mad now that the men are dating the wrong ones. He's like, it's disgusting, you... not.
What?
Aoi being homophobic while also being into Sakura. So much dynamic here. Yeah, Jesus, dirty homosexuals. Well... that is one of the annoying parts about this. Automod didn't get you for that. Or if it did, it got approved really fast because it didn't show up on mine at all. I mean, not a major spoiler, but if you're someone who wants absolutely zero spoilers at all, cover yours for like 10 seconds. You get like 3 seconds of warning. Like, okay, they are all adults. They just don't know. So that's kind of the logic I'm taking with this. Anyways, okay, moving on. We're going to pretend we didn't say that. I mean, we're going to remember the fact of what was said, but not acknowledge it. I guess? I don't know what I'm saying. Feels gross. Hell no, it feels great, more like. This almost feels like sexual harassment somehow. That would imply that both of them aren't into it, Owie. Forget her, bro. A girl like her just doesn't get our manly bond.
You hear me?
Friendship between men is stronger than blood. A woman could never understand.
Ain't that right?
What you said? Bro, that was cool as shit. I should get a tattoo of it.
Without a doubt.
No, bro, you mustn't. Your body's a temple given to you by your loving parent. We are lovers. No, Ilya, that's gross. So, who won the contest?
Piece of shit!
Taka is going out a little bit misogynistic, but also like, look, you gotta forgive him. He's just had his gay awakening, and he's like, oh wait, yeah, a girl could never understand this kind of friendship because I've never had this kind of friendship with a girl. Who gives a shit? Yeah, don't ask stupid questions. What matters is that we both took part in it together. That is completely different from what you were saying last night.
I see.
Friendship between men seems very simplistic. Nothing like what I'm used to with girls. Does anyone in this house like the opposite sex? Anyone? Aside from Makoto? I mean, like, that is kind of... Mondo and Taka is one of the ones where I think it's like, yes, you lost a chess to a dog, but also that dog has been playing chess its entire life and you've never heard of chess before in your life. So I was like, yeah, game and have it so easy. Compet makes it so much harder for us. Yeah, for real. Yeah. We got Homotron 3000 here. All their breakfast that morning, the room was dominated by Mondo and Taka's overpowering brotherhood. All in all, it was a pretty unfortunate experience. Homophobia, Makoto. Insane. So what should I do today? Okay. I think we're about to get into the story of it all, of the next chapter, and so I think we're going to call it here, because also we've been on for 3 hours. And I think wait, do I have to open tomorrow? I should probably check that beforehand. No, but I have to be there at 9. Okay, so... yeah, I'm talking on the fandom side. It's so much propaganda. I do just imagine the, like, as a closeted gay kid, if you're like 14 years old in like 2012 or whatever, I guess you'd be playing like the unofficial release in English, but like the way that I know would have had me climbing the walls, like losing my fucking mind. Wait, why is it showing as a preview? Oh, weird. I didn't realize it shows that. But anyways. Danganronpa. Alright, let's see who's live. Also, if you haven't already, make sure to check out the pinned comment or the pinned message about Psycho Sleuth and the video about it. Why am I on that? That's on platform. I would explain why I can find someone who's live. Oh wait. I'm trying to remember something here real quick. Hold on. I don't know who this person is. I think we'll rate out to Bo. Wait. Yeah, we'll rate out to Bo. I just want to make sure I hadn't rated them recently. But let me hit that button. Actually, I'm gonna wait until we do. Let me hit the rate messages first. Hey, NJD. Thank you. I'm glad. I hope everyone enjoyed the stream. And yeah, one day we'll do a heated rivalry then. Someday, maybe when the second season comes out. By then I'll hopefully have cleared up my schedule. I get you. Yeah, so there's the raid messages. First one's for subscribers. Second one is for everyone else. We're going to be video to Bo Astra, who is lovely. Also, his tits are out, so you don't have to pay points for that. Yes, thank you everybody for being here. There's some of the stream, all the stream bits and pieces, all that good stuff. If you haven't already, make sure to check out the Psycho Sleuth video. I think it's really, I'm really liking that one. The response has been very positive, and I think you'll enjoy it as well. Tomorrow we will be back with Fire Emblem, I think. Yes, Fire Emblem. Wednesday will be Persona 3 Reload. Thursday will be Pokemon. Friday will be Shoot and Order, and then there'll be nothing on the weekend because I need some time to work on videos and also study for my exam. But yeah. Hope I'll see you around again soon. Peace out. Goodbye. Abba.